Chin Music, a baseball podcast, episode 56. All right, we are all the way live over on the YouTube. And we're going to set it up to where we go live over on the Twitch. Remember, over on the Twitch, man, we get the whole full Monty. So let's do this. Chin Music, a baseball podcast, episode 56. Dodgers versus Padres. Winner takes the series from Petco Park in San Diego. It's the Dodgers versus San Diego Padres, where the winner takes the series. So this is the rubber match. Of course, the Dodgers took game one. Padres answered back and took game two. And this will determine who takes the series. Of course, Dodger fans are losing their head over yesterday's game. Understood. But at the same time, understand that it is a long series. And the Dodgers are still set up to win today's game. They have their bullpen, at least their high leverage guys, ready to roll. They should be available, especially with the day off tomorrow. And we'll see if the Dodger offense could get going. That's the important thing right there. That's the key. That Dodger offense needs to get going. Shout out to DJ Access, who becomes our first viewer here on Chin Music. Access, what's good, brother? Happy Wednesday, Access. Access hanging out, waiting for first pitch. First pitch coming up at 1:10. So, again, one of the day games on a Wednesday. And, again, no secret here on Chin Music, man. I love these day games. Especially after coming from a loss that we saw yesterday at the hands of the San Diego Padres. That's what you want to do. If you're a baseball team, you want to quickly turn the page. And this is good that they get a day game right after that blowout loss. As we look at the starting lineup, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez gets dropped down, Max Muncy, Pajes, Michael Conforto, Hae-Sam Kim back in the lineup for the Dodgers. And yeah, Excess, I agree with you. Shohei Ohtani is due. It's a day game. Excess, tell me you're taking Shohei Ohtani, because I'm going to tell you what, I will be going with Shohei Ohtani today. I'm calling my shot with Shohei. Let me know if you want me to put you down for Shohei Ohtani as well. But I'm taking Shohei. I'm not saying he's going yard in the first inning, but he is due. And one thing I've noticed, too, as we see Hae-Sam Kim back in the lineup, Hae-Sam Kim this season batting .403 with 2 home runs, 3 doubles, 10 RBIs, 6 stolen bases in just 28 games for Hae-Sam Kim. So great to see Kim back in the lineup. And hopefully he could try to spark or provide a spark for that Dodger offense. They had no spark last night. And again, guys, let's not act like we haven't seen the Dodger offense go into a hole this season. They've done that as recently as the New York Met game at Dodger Stadium in that series. Dodger offense in a couple of those games had a hard time trying to score runs, and we saw it again last night against the Padres. And the Padres obviously were firing on all cylinders. Dylan Cease, who had a losing record, all of a sudden looked like the Dylan Cease that the Padres got from the Chicago White Sox. And so this series is tied, and winners will take the series in this rubber match. Scott Burke with the check-in. Scott Burke, hello. Welcome in. Chin Music, a baseball podcast, episode 56. Getting you guys ready for first pitch between the Dodgers and the Padres. Final game of this 3-game series. And don't forget, the Padres will travel over to the Dodger Stadium earlier next week for a 4-game series against the Dodgers. So this is all part of those 7 games against the San Diego Padres. And after those 7 games, that's it for the season. No more games against the Padres, which I think sucks. But it is what it is. Remember, this quirky schedule in the major leagues where every team plays everybody plays everybody. And that's one of the downfalls from having that schedule, which everybody loves. Don't get me wrong. Everybody loves those Dodger, New York Yankee matchups, Dodgers versus Red Sox. But we do lose a little bit on those NL West rivalry games, if you will. X says, that pitches sees is ravishing Rick Rude. Wow, X says, I never thought about that, man. I'm a big Ravishing Rick Rude fan, and I never thought that Dylan's... Well, yeah, with the mustache, right? He's got that bushy mustache. Yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see it. Rick Rude's younger brother, Dylan Cease. Okay. I like the comparison. Scott Burke, go Ohtani. Scott Burke, are you calling your shot? And so myself, DJ Access, Scott Burke, we'll put you down for Ohtani if you want to call your shot. That's already 3 of us jumping on the Shohei Ohtani hype train. We all believe Ohtani will hit a home run in today's game. Go Ohtani, says Scott. We look at the numbers for Will Smith this season for the Dodgers, batting .320, 9 home runs, 12 doubles, 36 RBIs, 29 runs scored for the Dodger catcher, Will Smith, in 53 games for the Dodgers. Scott Burke sees Sale, Rodon, and Croquet and Crochet. They're all former White Sox. Yeah, Scott Burke. You guys let go of your players. I don't know why. I mean, maybe I do know why, but I'm trying to get the comp for you guys. But no, I mean, yeah. Sucks that you guys weren't able to keep your players. And I don't think the White Sox are done either. I think White Sox will be unloading in the trade deadline. Good. Nice to know you as a White Sox. Louis Bob. Ay caray. Could have had the best staff. Well, Scott Burke, coulda, shoulda, woulda, but you know what? Didn't. And that's what happens, man. Lou Bob sucks. Yeah, hopefully the Dodgers stay away from Lou Bob. I'm not sold on him either. All right, will make second start this season. Wait a minute. So originally it was supposed to be the left-hander Justin Robleski. At least that's the way I understood it. Now I got to check to see who the Dodgers are going to start, and it looks like it might be Ben Kasparius. Yes, it is. Ben Kasparius will be starting on the bump for the Dodgers. So I'm not sure if Ben Kasparius will actually be left off the leash and actually pitch more than 2-3 innings as a starter. But Ben Kasparius will be the starter. I honestly thought Justin Robleski was going to be on the bump as early as last night. They were saying that the left-hander Justin Robleski was going to be on the mound for the Dodgers. But looks like Dave Roberts and the Dodger coaching staff pivoted, and they're throwing Ben Kasparius on the bump, the right-hander. Interesting. All right. I'm cool with it. But I'm just not sure if Ben Kasparius will actually be given the opportunity to pitch like a starter. Like if he's doing good, keep him going type of deal, right? Or is it just, oh yeah, you're only going to pitch 60 pitches or 4 innings, 3 innings, whatever comes first. I don't know if it's going to be one of those deals for Kasparius. So I guess we'll see. I'm not sure if Dave Roberts right there was maybe talking about that, but I was under the impression that the left-hander Justin Robleski was going to be on the bump, but no, it's going to actually be the right-hander Ben Kasparius. Understood. Okay. So there it is. Now we know. And also, we'll be keeping track over on the MLB scoreboard. Let's kind of look to see if there's any finals. Yes, there is. Remember, Wednesdays in the majors usually calls for early day games across the majors. But we do have some finals, a couple of finals. Guardians took care of the Reds in Cleveland, 11-2. The Pirates beat the Marlins in Pittsburgh, 5-2. Those are so far the only finals so far. A little later will be the Rockies hosting the Giants, Astros versus White Sox. We do have another final that just went down the wire. Phillies beat the Cubs 7-2. Phillies trying to get right. And look at that. Jesus Luzardo got the win. Luzardo was, like, his last two starts, was really struggling for the Phillies. He was getting torched up. But looks like he was able to figure something out, and he got the win. 7-2. Phillies over the Cubs. Luzardo picks up his 6th win of the season for the Philadelphia Phillies. As Leo is messing with my power over here. All right. So again, a little later, Rockies hosting the Giants, Astros hosting the White Sox, Royals hosting the Yankees, Twins versus Rangers, Red Sox versus Rays, Mets versus Nationals, Orioles versus Tigers, and looks like Angels versus Athletics, D-backs hosting the Mariners, and we got 2 active games right now. That D-back Mariner game, that one's about to start as well. But 2 active games currently going on there in the top of the 5th in St. Louis. The Blue Jays with a 5-2 lead over the Cardinals. And they're going to the top of the 7th in Milwaukee. The Atlanta Braves with a 5-1 lead over the Milwaukee Brewers. So there, we got you caught up on the MLB action. So we'll be keeping an eye out on that MLB scoreboard. Scott Burke, Luzardo. Luzardo was great. Yeah, and that's the crazy part, Scott, because, man, the last 2 starts for Luzardo, man, he was getting torched. I'm talking about, like, he was giving up, like 8-9 runs in, like, 2-3 innings in those last 2 starts for Luzardo. So it looks like he finally figured something out and got back on the right side of things for the Philadelphia Phillies. Scott Berg, got some Mookie cards for you. Oh, thank you, brother. I'll take the Mookie Betts cards. Definitely. Appreciate that. All right, Dodgers versus Padres. First pitch coming up at 1:10. Dodgers and the Padres in the rubber match of this 3-game series out there at Petco Park in San Diego. Speaking of San Diego, we were actually in San Diego yesterday. Myself and Perps hanging out. Shout out to my cousin who actually arrived, and we had to go pick her up from CBX, and we actually made a day out of it. And we actually for a little bit, we did talk about, she brought the idea of, like, hey, maybe we should go to the baseball game. And now I'm kind of happy that I decided not to. But that was in the conversations, and I was like, you know what? How about we just get something to eat and watch it somewhere? So originally, believe this or not, so we were kind of going different places here and there, checking out different little eateries, went to the Carlsbad outlets, went to the beach, and then we're like, hey, how about we go check out the game, like, at a Buffalo Wild Wings? So we were headed down there, but before we got some gas, and then Perps shows me a picture of Tacos El Gordo. I'm like, oh man, you done messed up, because now I want to go to Tacos El Gordo instead of watching the rest of the game. And mind you, the Dodgers were already getting blown out by that time. And I was like, you know what? Let's scratch that. Screw Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's forget about the game. It's a lost cause already. Let's go to Tacos El Gordo instead. And that's what we ended up doing. And man, I got full. I was done for the night after eating at Tacos El Gordo. I thought like El Gordo after that. And that was pretty much it. Yeah. Cousin arrived right on time. We picked her up and we headed home. And that was pretty much it. You see that A's center fielder? Yes. Shouts to Espiritu actually gave us a heads up on our last broadcast. Excess. Denzel Washington. I forget his name. But yeah, Espiritu was like, dude, homeboy Denzel, center fielder for the A's, just probably made the best catch of the season. And yeah, I checked it out right then and there when he told me. I looked for it and I found it and I saw it and I was like, wow, this guy almost like jumped over the wall to make that catch out in Anaheim. But yes, dope catch indeed, Excess. All right, 12:45 out here in the West Coast. And it'll be Ben Kasperius, not Justin Robleski, who we thought was going to be starting for the Dodgers. Ben Kasperius will be starting now. New starter. It won't be the lefty. It'll be the right-hander on the bump for the Dodgers. Okay. X says, I had a feeling that's what he was talking about. Yeah, that's what he told us. He threw it up in the chat. I guess he was watching the game. Scott Burke, lots of great catches lately. Yeah, I love to see great catches, especially from the outfield. Scott Burke, loving those outfield catches. So we see Ben Kasperius warming up. He'll be the new starter for the Dodgers today. And what I want to see, I don't know if he'll be on a pitch count. I don't know if he's restricted on innings. But depends on how he does, I guess, because like I said, all hands on deck in this game, especially considering that the Dodgers have the day off tomorrow before heading back home to start a 3-game weekend series against the San Francisco Giants. I got to think everybody in that Dodger bullpen is going to be available. But if you're a Dodger fan, you're hoping for the best for Ben Kasperius. You hope he's able to contain the Padre offense. And speaking of the Padre offense, how about we take a look at the starting lineups for both the Dodgers and the Padres? Nat loves Musica with the chuck-in. Nat loves Musica. Let me get cookie. Thank you. All right, Nat. Thank you for popping in. And yes, I will put you down for Mookie Betts. So Nat loves Musica going with Mookie. I was going to say that one of the reasons why I decided to go with Shohei Ohtani as we see the Padre lineup was because I want to say the last like 4 or 5 games, Shohei Ohtani has led off the first inning for the Dodgers with base hits, either a double, a base hit. I'm not saying he's going to hit a first inning home run, but he could. But something tells me, like in this day game today, like XS said, Shohei Ohtani is due. So I'm going with Shohei Ohtani along with XS and Scott Burke. E-Dog, what up, brother? Shouts to E-Dog popping in. At the game and enjoy everybody. Won't be able to hear anything. Shouts to E-Dog at the ball game at Petco Park. There you go, brother. So E-Dog. So we got somebody repping out there. If you can, put me down for Ohtani. Appreciate it. All right, E-Dog, let's do it, brother. So E-Dog, hoping to see a Shohei Ohtani bomb live from Petco Park. Got you down, E-Dog. Enjoy the game, brother. And enjoy the food. If you got a chance, E-Dog, just pop in and let us know what you got. What you got to eat or to drink. That'll be cool. But yeah, got you down for Ohtani as well. All right, so the hype is real on Ohtani for today on this edition of Chin Music. So DJ Access, myself, Scott Burke, and E-Dog, as of right now, taking Shohei Ohtani. Shout out to Nat Loves Musica, who's going with Mookie Betts. E-Dog, yep, I got you down for Ohtani. All right, so let's check out the lineups for both the Padres and the Dodgers. So let's start with the Padres, home team. San Diego, batting leadoff out in right field, Fernando Tatis Jr. Batting second, playing first base, Luis Arias. Batting third baseman, Manny Machado. Batting fourth, center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Batting fifth, left fielder, Gavin Sheets. Batting sixth, the designated hitter today, Xander Bogaerts. Batting seventh at second base, Jake Cronenworth. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Julio Iglesias. And batting ninth, doing the catching, Martin Maldonado. So OMG, and I called him Julio Iglesias. It's Jose Iglesias. Julio Iglesias, I think, was the singer. Jose Iglesias at short, batting eighth, and batting ninth, the catcher, Martin Maldonado. That's the San Diego Padre lineup for Mike Schilt and the Padres. For the Dodgers, as we see the Access Sportsnet LA guys call their shots. Let's take a look real quick. So you got Nomar, you got Aegon. All right, let's see who Adrian goes with. The guys are calling their shots. Wow, Adrian's taking Teoscar Hernandez. Yeah, man. Let's hope Teoscar could get something going, because he has not been able to get anything going as of late. Michael Conforto. These guys are going on a limb. No more taking Conforto. How about John? John's going with Shohei. Okay, there it is. But, man, Nomar took Michael Conforto. I hope he's right. All right, let's look at that Dodger lineup. It'll be Shohei Ohtani. Shortstop, Mookie Betts, batting second. Batting third, playing first base, Freddie Freeman. Doing the catching, back in the Dodger lineup. Batting fourth, Will Smith. Batting fifth, out in right field, Teoscar Hernandez. Batting sixth, playing third base, Max Muncy. Batting seventh, out in center field, Andy Pages. Batting eighth, out in left field, Michael Conforto. And batting ninth, second baseman, Hae-Sam Kim. And it looks like the Dodger offense will be facing off against Randy Vasquez. Randy Vasquez, right-handed pitcher. This will be his 14th game of the season. Has a win-loss record of 3-4. 3.69 on that ERA. Has 63 and a third innings of work this season for the Padres, and has 37 total strikeouts. So Randy Vasquez, right-handed pitcher, will be on the bump. He's a 26-year-old. Randy Vasquez from the Dominican Republic will be on the bump for the San Diego Padres. And again, Benkes Farias on the bump, starter for the Dodgers today. Scott Burke, Sheets bats after Merrill. I believe so. Yes, sir. Gavin Sheets bats after Jackson Merrill. All right, E-Dog. Work on the first base side, second row up about 10 rows back. That's a good seat, E-Dog. Yeah, I've been to Petco a few times, and yeah, Petco, I feel like there's no bad seat at Petco, wherever you sit. So shout-outs again to E-Dog, who's at Petco Park, taking in this rubber match between the Dodgers and the Padres. And they're talking about Mookie Betts and now Freddie Freeman's defense. And I was talking about it in the first game of the series, how Freddie Freeman has probably saved so many errors from that Dodger infield by making scoops and stops. El Otro saying, what up, brother? May you put me down for bets today? Yes, El Otro saying, I'll put you down for Mookie Betts. Shout out to El Otro saying, popping in. So with E-Dog at the game today, maybe we'll catch a glimpse of E-Dog at Petco Park, like we caught a glimpse of El Otro Saint last week at Dodger Stadium. And speaking of that, El Otro Saint, did you ever go back and watch the replay of that game? But yeah, you made the cut last week, brother. Not sure if you actually saw yourself a little later when you got home. Let us know if you did. And if you didn't, let me know, man. I'll send you the clip. So El Otro Saint taking Mookie Betts. Got you down. Looks like Sports Center LA talking to Chris Woodward, first base coach, former Texas Ranger manager. Then they let him go, and they brought in Bruce Bochy, and Bruce Bochy polished himself a World Series championship for the Rangers. Chris Woodward came back to the Dodgers as a first base coach. Espiritu, what up, brother? Happy hump day. Shouts to Espiritu popping in. El Otro saying, I wasn't able to. I only have Mick TV, so I cannot rewind. Oh, okay. Got you, brother. Yeah, Saint, like I said, I have the clip, brother. I'll make sure I send it to you. I'll send it to you through IG. I just got to put it together, edit it a little bit, and I'll give you the clip. Note to self. I'll make a note of it as well. Send El Otro Saint clip of himself watching Kike. You're watching Kike like bend down and do some weird calisthenics. Scott Bird, Kim looking good. Yeah, Kim, Sam Kim looking good. He is in the lineup today for the Dodgers, playing second base, batting ninth. And we'll see again, like I said, we'll see if Sam Kim can provide a spark for the Dodger offense, and also if he can help turn the lineup around and get Shohei Ohtani to hit with runners on the bases. So we'll keep an eye out for that as well. So that's already a couple things. See the impact of Sam Kim back in the Dodger lineup. Also looking and to see how Teoscar Hernandez, he got dropped down in the lineup, batting fifth now. Keep an eye out on him, how he does there. And also keeping an eye out on this guy, Ben Kasparius, who's now the new starter for the Dodger in today's game. Some of the things we're looking at today. He said, oh, fuck. So first pitch against, kicking off at 1:10 from Petco Park. Puro rubber match. Winner takes the series. Oh, Saint, yeah, man. Oh, nothing, Saint, nothing. We were just talking about how if you want the clip, just let me know, and I'll send it over to you. I made a note of it here too, by the way, so I won't forget. When I spotted you at the game last week, and I was just saying maybe we'll get to spot perhaps E-Dog, because he's at the game and he says he's behind first base. Work on the first base side, second row up, about 10 rows back. So we might be able to see E-Dog, perhaps. Scott Berg had commercials. Sorry about that, guys. Remember, the way to avoid commercials on Twitch is by subscribing to a channel. And those are just facts, if I'm correct. But yeah, shouts to E-Dog, who I'll be keeping an eye out. Keep an eye out for you. That'll be funny if we could spot him. Because we spotted El Otro Saint last game. Maybe we could spot E-Dog this time around. All right, upcoming schedule for the Dodgers. So after today, Dodgers have tomorrow off. Then they start a 3-game weekend series at Dodger Stadium versus the San Francisco Giants, who come to town. And then they play 4 starting Monday at Dodger Stadium against the San Diego Padres. Ay, caray. Espito, everyone should pick Tio today because I'm not, and he'll probably hit 2 out of the park today. Give me Smith. Espiritu taking Will Smith. All right, Chin Music and Baseball Podcast, episode 56, live from Petco Park. Dodgers versus Padres get it on in a rubber match. Winner takes the series. All right, Monday, Dodgers won 8-7-10. Yesterday, Dodgers got destroyed by the Padres 11-1. So all pads lead to today's game in San Diego. Winner takes the series. Joe Davis, Oral Hershiser over on the call over on Sportsnet LA. Espiritu, let's put you down for Will Smith. Got you. Of course, Will Smith hit the home run, the first home run, which none of us picked on Monday. So got you down, Espiritu. Saint, oh yes, I had no idea until E-Dog told me I was on TV. Sucker free, and I forget who else said the same. Yep. We spotted you last week, brother, and we're keeping an eye out on E-Dog today. He said he's in back of first base about 10 rows back. So when they show a close-up of I believe, a left-handed hitter, we'll keep an eye out to see if we could see, perhaps catch a glimpse, maybe on a foul ball, over to the right side, first base side. We shall see. All right, Randy Vasquez on the bump. Right-handed pitcher for the Padres, going up against Ben Casparius, right-handed pitcher for the Dodgers. We're about 8 minutes away from first pitch. Puro rubber game. All right, series finale coming up from Petco Park. Yeah, Scott, E-Dog is definitely in the house, literally. Literally. Man, Espiritu, if Tio goes off today, I'm just saying, wow, that would be crazy. All right, so far, calling your shot, and here's how the leaderboard looks too, by the way. DJ Access, myself, Scott Burke, and E-Dog are going with Shohei Ohtani. Nat Loves Musica and El Otro Saint are taking Mookie Betts. Espiritu will be taking Will Smith. Anybody else? If you guys want to tap in, let us know who you want to call your shot to. Who you think will be the first Dodger to hit a home run in today's game against the Padres? Yeah, I told E-Dog, hopefully you heard me here. I told him to let us know what he gets at the game. What's the spread looking like? Is he going to get himself a hot dog, some fries? What's he doing? Is he getting himself a drink? What kind of drink? Hopefully he checks in and lets us know what he gets. Espiritu, fun fact, the last home run Tio hit was on my birthday, May 21st. Wow. That's what's up, Espiritu. Yeah, Teoscar has been scuffling as of late for the Dodgers. Dodgers actually dropped him down in the lineup. He's batting 5th in today's game. And hopefully he sees some pitches he can handle from Randy Velasquez, the Padres starter. So we'll see how Teoscar Hernandez reacts batting from the 5th spot in the lineup. But yes, this is Chin Music Baseball Podcast, episode 56. First pitch coming up in about 5 minutes. Hold up. And speaking of Teoscar, there he is, getting himself ready for today's game. Can that Dodger offense get going early? Shohei Ohtani will be leading things out for the Dodgers coming up in the top of the first. And it'll be Ben Kasparis, not Justin Robleski. I'm telling you, as late, I was listening to all those post-game wrap-up shows. Everybody was saying that Justin Robleski was slated to pitch in today's game, but nope. Dave Roberts and the coaching staff decided to go with Ben Kasparis instead. Happy Wife with the check-in. Happy Wife, hello. And Happy Wife is taking Shohei Ohtani. So let's put Happy Wife down for Shohei Ohtani as well. Happy Wife will put you down for Shohei. You'll be joining myself, XS, Scott Burke, and E-Dog. All of us are taking Shohei Ohtani today. And again, we'll be keeping an eye out on that MLB scoreboard as well throughout the game. Espiritu, who was what's the name of the center fielder for the A's? Denzel? I know it's not Denzel Washington. But yeah, XS had mentioned it, but if I had seen that play that he made out there in Anaheim. Denzel Clark. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Denzel Clark. And I had told him that when he made that play, you jumped in on the chat and you kind of was letting us know about it. And that's when I pulled it up. I checked it out and was very surprised to see that play that he made. Like I said, he was almost over the wall when he made the catch. Denzel Clark, yes. He's been making good plays out there in center field for the Athletics. Golfer with the check-in. Golfer, are you taking Andy Pages? Is that how you coming in? You're coming in hot. Coming in hot. Lotro saying amazing catch. Yes, it was. Golfer. Let's put you down for Andy Pages. Andy Pages batting 7th in the Dodger lineup today. So the Dodgers get to turn the page. Puro Chin Music. Oh, let me see if I could kind of set this one up. I love these aerial views. Vergas, they took it out. All right, Chin Musical Baseball Podcast, episode 56. Rubber match between the Dodgers and the Padres. You see the Dodgers, half-game lead against the San Francisco Giants. The good thing is the Giants come in to Dodger Stadium this weekend. So Dodgers will get to face the Giants as they hold a 1-game lead on the Padres. Dodgers this road trip are averaging 7.5 runs per game in the 2 wins. And look at that, 0.7 in the 3 losses. Ay, caray. So that Dodger offense, for the benefit of the team, needs to get going. And it starts with that man right there, Shohei Ohtani. Dodger lineup, it'll be Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, Andy Pages, Michael Conforto, and Hae-Sam Kim. Dodger lineup for Dave Roberts and the Dodgers. He'll be going up against right-handed pitcher for the Padres, Randy Vasquez, making his 14th start for the Padres. Has 3 wins, 4 losses, 3.69 on that ERA. Randy Velasquez, or I keep saying Velasquez. Randy Vasquez. Ay caray. Randy Vasquez. Hopefully I don't say Velasquez. Randy Vasquez on the bump for the Padres. .69, happy wife. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a no-name pitcher like Randy Vasquez. All right, pitch arsenal for Vasquez. We're going to be looking at a cutter, 4-seamer. It's got a sinker, a curveball, a sweeper, and a changeup. 6-pitch mix for Randy Vasquez. So Randy Vasquez on the bump for the Padres. Shohei Ohtani leading things off for the Dodgers. First pitch in there from Vasquez. Strike 1, and we are underway. Ohtani batting .292, 23 home runs, 39 RBIs for the Dodgers. 0-1 pitch from Vasquez. Pitch misses up and away just barely. Count goes even, 1 ball, 1 strike. I heard Laz Diaz, the home plate umpire in yesterday's game, was pretty horrible. We'll see how this home plate ump does. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Shohei Ohtani comes up empty on that swing as he's down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was down the middle. Ohtani missed it. Mookie Betts on deck for the Dodgers. We're just getting started here. Randy Vasquez from the full windup. His 1-2 pitch to Shohei Ohtani. Upstairs! 95 mile per hour heater. Ohtani swings and misses. Vasquez gets him with the heater upstairs. 1 down. Mookie Betts coming up next. Batting .270, 9 home runs, 33 RBIs. First pitch to Mookie. It's popped up to left. 1 pitch. And that's an out. Out there in left field. 2 up, 2 outs for Randy Vasquez. Ay, caray. Shouts to BNS with the check-in. And no, BNS, we were not live yesterday, brother. Untold Lie is here as well. Thank goodness, says Untold Lie. BNS is going to save his points as we see a foul ball to the right side by Freddie Freeman, who's quickly down in the count in the hole against Randy Vasquez. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the first for the Dodgers. Ohtani strikes out. Mookie Betts flies out. 2 down. 0-2 pitch. Pitch inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Freeman. BNS, not his pints, but his points. BNS is saving his points. 1-2 pitch. That one's a swinging bunt. And the pitcher, Vasquez, takes care of it over to first. Freddie Freeman retired. Dodgers go in order in the top of the first. Ay caray. Ben Kasperi is hitting the bump for the Dodgers as we go to the bottom of the first. Padres coming up. Man, a very lackluster top of the first for the Dodgers against Randy Vasquez. And, man, let's hope that's not a sign of things to come here. So again, Ohtani seemed like he was late on mid-90 fastballs from Randy Vasquez. He struck out swinging. And then first pitch swinging, Mookie Betts flies out to left. And just like that, 2 outs. Then Freddie Freeman trying to hang in there in his at-bat, but he hits a swinging bunt back to the box and gets retired. So definitely a lackluster first inning there for the Dodgers. Yeah, again, anybody who is a little late coming in, shouts to you guys for coming in. But if you guys want to call your shot, feel free to use your channel points. There's a channel point available where you guys can make a late call your shot. If you guys want to participate in the Chin Music Call Your Shot leaderboard. But yes, untold lie, Dodgers definitely need this bounce back win. I was talking about earlier how it's good that the Dodgers get to flip the script real quick, turn that page, per se, with that day game at Petco today. All right, Padre lineup for Mike Shildt and the San Diego Padres: Fernando Tatis Jr., Luis Arias, Manny Machado, Jackson Merrill, Gavin Sheets, Xander Bogaerts, Jay Cronenworth, Jose, not Julio, Jose Iglesias, and Martin Maldonado. Going up against Ben Casparius in his 22nd game for the Dodgers, 4-1 record, 2.92 ERA. So originally it was stated that Justin Robleski, the left-handed pitcher for the Dodgers, was going to be on the bump. Dave Roberts said, scratch that. We're throwing Ben Casparius. So we're keeping an eye out to see what kind of leash Ben Casparius has for the Dodgers today. First pitch coming up to Fernando Tatis Jr., who before this series was scuffling for the Padres. Tatis Jr. batting .262, 13 home runs, 28 RBIs. Ben Casparius from the full windup, 1-0 pitch. That one's popped up to center field. Pages with a beat on it. Pages with the grab, and that'll be the first out. Tatis Jr. retired here in the bottom of the first. But yeah, Tatis Jr., as we see the pitch arsenal: sweeper, four-seamer, cutter, and curveball. 4-pitch mix for Casparius. Luis Arias stepping in for the Padres with 1 out here at the bottom of the first. But Fernando Tatis Jr. has been terrorizing the Dodgers on the base pads and is on his at-bats, getting on any way he can. As we look at the numbers for Arias, batting .281 with 3 home runs for San Diego. 1-0 pitch. Arias taking all the way. That pitch is low and inside. Casparius falls behind. 2 balls, no strikes. So Tatis Jr., just to finish that thought, just finding ways to bring up fits for the Dodgers with those walks and those stolen bases. So Luis Arias grounds out to Mookie Betts for the second out. So Ben Casparius, 2 up, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up the third baseman for the Padres, Manny Machado. Be nonstop. The beers are in the fridge. Sounds good, brother. Look at that, 1.64 ERA. Mino ERA, happy wife. Manny Machado batting .325 with 10 home runs, 39 RBIs for San Diego. Casparius, 1-0 pitch. That one catches the outside corner. Count goes even to Manny. 1 ball, 1 strike. Espiritu, the points are in the fridge. Ay, caray. That one is fouled off by Manny. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Last night, Manny Machado, 3 for 5 with 5 RBIs. Scored a run. Season high in RBIs for Manny Machado last night. 5 ribbies. Casparius with the 1-2 pitch. Oh, that one just missed low. Manny Machado went shaking his head like, nope, that wasn't a strike, bro. Count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Manny Machado has been hot the last 8 games for the Padres, batting .471. But right there, Ben Casparius strikes him out, swinging for the third out. There go the Padres in the bottom of the first. To the second we go. No score. Manny, sit your ass down. Freaking Manny. Yeah, it was a good pitch. Ay, caray. Hey, happy wife. That was a quick inning there by Ben Casperis. We were talking about how Randy Vasquez in the top of the first took care of the Dodgers all quick. Well, Ben Casperis does the same thing. He just did the same thing against the Padres. So quick first inning for both the Padres and the Dodgers as we go to the top of the second. Shouts to Vinny Code popping in. Yo, who did XS take? Vinny Code. XS went with Shohei Ohtani. And Vinny Code, just to throw it out there, brother, if you do want to participate in the Chin Music Call Your Shot leaderboard, obviously the picking has closed, but you do have a chance to pick because you are late. You are technically late. The Dodgers already hit. I do have a point redemption. So if you have enough points to redeem, you can make a late-ass call your shot. So see how many points you have, any code? Check out the point redemption, and you'll find the late-ass call your shot. If you wanna pop in and call your shot and make it count. That's the way to do it. Happy wife. Or pints. Ay, caray. Check your pints. Oh, man, Vinico, you don't have enough, brother? Dang. I don't have enough yet. Only have 8K next time. Yeah, hey, Vinico, just throw it out there, though, brother. I mean, at least we'll see it. Who would you have picked anyway? Let us know who you would have taken. Remember, Access is taking Shohei. So I guess you won't go with Shohei, right? All right, top of the second we go. Dodgers back on the offensive side of things. Leading off with Will Smith against Vasquez. First pitch outside, ball one. As we look at the National League rankings for Will Smith. He's first in OBP. On base percentage. 1-0 pitch. Pitches outside, and Will Smith quickly gets ahead of the count against Vasquez. 2 balls, no strikes. Teoscar Hernandez on deck for the Dodgers. Vinny Code would have taken Freddie Freeman. Okay, as we see a pop fly, 2-0. Shallow left. Caught by Jose Iglesias. OMG, man. 1 down. That'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez up next for the Dodgers. El Otro saying, I heard Freddie got hurt in last night's game. Well, he's back in the lineup, El Otro saying, so maybe not that hurt. Here's Teo. First pitch outside from Vasquez. Ball one. Numbers for Teoscar Hernandez. 262, 10 home runs, 44 RBIs. But look at this. In his last 11 games, batting .095. Ay, caray, Teo. Outside corner, call the strike. Count goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Teoscar Hernandez has been scuffling as of late for the Dodgers. Dodgers dropping down in the lineup, batting 5th in today's game. 1-1 pitch. Teo fouls it off, and he's down in the count against Vasquez. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Happy wife saying Freddie has a hammy issue. Oh. Let's hope he gets let's hope him and the Dodgers get that under control. As Teoscar Hernandez swings and misses for strike 3. That'll be the second out. Ball got away from Maldonado. But Teoscar Hernandez strikes out for the second out here in the top of the second. Max Muncy will be coming up next. 232, 9 home runs, 35 RBIs, batting .455 on this road trip. Max Muncy. First pitch outside corner. Called the ball. So one thing I'm noticing from the home plate umpire, he's not really calling those corner pitches that are borderline. Not yet. 1-0 pitch. Max fouls that one off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Andy Pages on deck. So Randy Vasquez going right after those Dodger hitters so far early in this ball game. 1-1 pitch. Max Muncy sees a breaking pitch in there from Vasquez. Down in the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a foul ball. Count remains 1-2 to Max. Max Muncy with the shades. And it looks like it's an overcast out there in San Diego today as well. But Max Muncy rocking the shades regardless. 1-2 pitch. Pitch up and in. Count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Muncy. Yeah, those are the best day games to go to. Like I said, I love the sun and everything, but man, when you get an overcast like this, don't have to worry much about that sun. 2-2 pitch. Oh, nice take by Max Muncy on that breaking pitch. Low and outside. Count's going to go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the top of the second for the Dodgers. Vasquez with the payoff pitch coming up to Max Muncy. Max fouls it off to the right side. Let's do it again. But even with that overcast, Max Muncy's like, I'm going to rock the shades. Just in case. It's a good look for Max. All right, payoff pitch again from Randy Vasquez. Goes upstairs. And that's a 2-out walk issue to Max Muncy. Nice at bat by Max. That extends the inning for the Dodgers. Runner at first with 2 outs. Andy Pages the hitter. So really good at bat there from Max Muncy. Makes Randy Vasquez work and works himself a 2-out walk for the Dodgers. Here's Andy Pages batting .285, 12 home runs, 40 RBIs. That .285 average, 4th among National League outfielders. First pitch outside. That one's called a strike to get ahead of Pages. Ritz Swan with the check-in. What's up, everyone? Let's go, Dodgers. Let's go, Ritz. Happy Wednesday, brother. Welcome in. Chin Music Baseball Podcast, episode 56. Pitch up and in. Count goes even to Pages. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're just getting started here. We're in the top of the second. Dodgers with 2 outs. Max Muncy, who worked a walk with 2 outs, is the runner at first. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Andy Pages. Vasquez from the stretch, 1-1 pitch. That one's fouled off. Gets ahead of Pages. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Michael Conforto, left fielder for the Dodgers. He's on deck. Vasquez steps off. Grabs the rosin, throws it back down. Wipes his mouth, looks down, fixes the bill of his cap. Steps back on the bump. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pages. Vasquez from the stretch, sets. Kicks and fires. Grounder to the left side, foul. A slow roller down the third baseline, but goes foul. Vasquez looking on. It's 1-2 pitch again to Pages. Pages drills that one left center for a base hit. Max Muncy on his way to third. Throw coming in. Not in time. And the Dodgers with a little 2-out rally here in the top of the second. Andy Pages on with a 2-out base hit. Runners on the corners for the Dodgers. Andy Pages drilled that one to left center. Max Muncy took advantage. Credit Max Muncy from going from first to third on that hit. That was huge by Max. Very ballsy as well. Got the extra bag against Jackson Merrill out there in center. Here's Michael Conforto with 2 down. First pitch upstairs. Ball 1. Numbers for Michael Conforto this season for the Dodgers. Well, I think it's safe to say, even though they don't show it there on Sportsnet LA, which I thought they were, but not good. Is he still in the 170s? Ay caray. 1-0 pitch. Pitch is up and in. Conforto fouls it back. Count goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's the numbers. All right, yep. Still in the 170s. 173, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. He is 4 for 15 in his last five games for the Dodgers. He's in a big spot here. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. 0.98 average with runners in scoring position. Ay caray. 1-1 pitch. Conforto pops it up to left field. Gavin Sheets will make the catch. Dodgers strand 2 here in the top of the 7th. Top of the 7th. I'm so out of whack. In the top of the 2nd, we go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Ay caray. So Conforto in a big opportunistic time right there for the Dodgers with runners on the corners trying to get a 2-out rally. But Conforto flies out to left for the 2nd out, inning over for the Dodgers there in the 2nd. Oh boy, all good. It is weird. It's still early. Thankfully, it's still early. Great to see the offense, though, with 2 outs, try to spark up a little rally there. Got a walk from Max Muncy, then Andy Pages with a base hit with 2 outs. Max Muncy went from first to third on Jackson Merrill. So those are good signs right there for the Dodger offense. Just came up short there as they strand 2 runners. As we go to the bottom of the 2nd, coming up for the Padres, it'll be Jackson Merrill, Gavin Sheets, Xander Bogaerts. 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for the Padres in the bottom of the 2nd. Be nonstop. I'm just glad we got them last year. Yes, sir. Be nonstop. Again, key word. That was last year. This is this year. And this year, in the regular season, the Dodgers will see the Padres only 7 times. Only 7 times. So 3 in this series in San Diego. And then right away, a 4-game series at Dodger Stadium starting Monday, this upcoming Monday, after the Dodgers finish off a weekend series against the Giants. And then that's it for the season. Bottom of the 2nd we go, no score. Ben Caspary is back on the bump for the Dodgers. We'll be facing Jackson Merrill, center fielder for the Padres. Left-handed hitter for San Diego. First pitch swinging, popped them up. Infield, foul ball territory. Max Muncy will make the catch. Will Smith get out of the way. 1 down, 1 pitch, 1 out from Casparius to begin the bottom of the 2nd for the Dodgers. Espiritu, Conforto needs to hit the pine. He needs to hit the ball. Because as of right now, not really hitting the pine as much. So he needs to hit the ball. Looks like Dave Roberts and the coaching staff are going to keep bringing out Michael Conforto. Not giving up on him just yet. Here's Gavin Sheets. First pitch outside from Casparius. Ball 1. Numbers for Gavin Sheets. Batting .250, 11 home runs, 38 RBIs. Was 1 for 3 with a double and RBI, a walk last night for the Padres. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike from Casparius. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Xander Bogaerts. Today's designated hitter for the Padres. He's on deck. 1-1 pitch. It's a breaking pitch by Casparius and a good one. Gavin Sheets lays off. Looks at strike 2. One-two pitch is a base hit to center field by Gavin Sheets. 1 out single for the Padres. So 1-2 pitch up and in. Got to credit Gavin Sheets for getting his hands in on that pitch up and in. Bat head out in front. Base hit to center with 1 out. Xander Bogaerts the hitter. Hitting .240, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs. was 3 for 5 last night. First pitch to Bogarts. Outside, called the ball. San Diego with a runner at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Still early in this one. Just getting started. 1-0 pitch. Bogarts fouls it off. Count goes even. This was last night, Xander Bogaerts. And it wasn't just Xander Bogaerts, but almost the whole San Diego lineup teeing off against poor Matt Sauer, who had to wear it last night for the Dodgers. Kasperius 1-1 pitch. Xander Bogaerts goes to center. Andy Paez is going to watch that one drop in front of him. And the Padres have runners at second and first with 1 out. 1 out single. Back-to-back singles for San Diego Padres here in the bottom of the second. Looked like a lazy floater. Paez was coming in hard, and he had to pull up on that one. Was not going to get to it. And the Padres got something brewing here in the bottom of the second. Jay Cronenworth, left-handed hitter for the Padres, batting .237, 4 home runs, 15 RBIs, comes up with 1 out, 2 on for San Diego. First pitch to Jake. Catches the outside corner from Kasperius. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. That one is a base hit to center field. And they will be waving in the runner home. He will be out. What a throw by Paez as they get Gavin Sheets out at home. 1 down. 2 down. Holy moly. Look, we got to look at this one again. I thought Gavin Sheets was going to score easily. That was a hot shot there by Jay Cronenworth. 3 consecutive hits by the Padres, but Andy Paez comes up throwing from center field. And Will Smith with the tag in time to get Gavin Sheets. Oh, is he out? 2 down. Ben Kasperius loving it. So now the Padres with runners at third and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Jose Iglesias, a hitter. Takes a pitch outside, ball 1. One more look at that throw from Andy Paez. Straight center. And what a catch. And a tag by Will Smith to get Gavin Sheets out at home plate in time for the second out. Second pitch to Iglesias. Strike 1. 10 plus 10 defensive runs saved for Andy Paez. That's the most amongst all of the Major League Baseball outfielders. Andy Paez making plays for the Dodgers. 1-1 pitch. Pitch in the dirt. Kasperius falls behind to Iglesias. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Dodgers get a big defensive play. That's a big defensive play right there on that backhand from Will Smith. But a big defensive play out in center field from Andy Paez. Puro outfield assist for the second out. 2-1 pitch from Kasperius. Oh, nice breaking pitch. In there for strike 2. Count goes even. Looks like my camera went out, too. All to the good. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 outs. Pitch is outside at 97 from Kasperius. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Iglesias. 9th hitter for the Padres, Martin Maldonado, on deck. Andy Paez, 5th outfield assist this season, tied for 6th in the National League. Payoff pitch. Iglesias fouls it back. Let's do it again. So Andy Paez, despite his early season woes for the Dodgers, has worked himself into a very respectable and a good defensive outfielder. I want to say center fielder, but definitely an outfielder for the Dodgers. That pitch is outside from Kasperius. Ball 4. Bases loaded for the Padres with 2 down here, the bottom of the second. Mark Pryor out there to have some words with Bank Asperius as he has loaded them up here in the bottom of the second. We'll be facing the ninth hitter for the Padres, Martin Maldonado, up next. Jenny with the check, and Pages has been putting in work. Yes, he has. I mean, he got straight up, and you saw it right there with that hard throw from center field. And again, got to give credit for Will Smith for actually reaching out. It wasn't a perfect throw, but Will Smith reaching out, making the catch, and then making the tag in time to get Cheats out at home. Martin Maldonado with a long ball for the Padres in last night's win. And he comes up in a pivotal situation here for the Padres. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Nowhere to put him for Bank Asperius. First pitch coming up to Martin Maldonado. Breaking pitch. Outside, ball 1. Padres got the leadoff hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's on deck. 1-0 pitch. And it looks like that might have been a cross-up. Will Smith awkwardly caught that one. Bank Asperius like, I cannot hear. And you saw Will Smith definitely was crossed up by Bank Asperius there as he falls behind the count. 2 balls, no strikes. I'm thinking if Bank Asperius can't hear, he's got to step off and let Smith know that he can't hear. 2-0 pitch. And again outside as he's falling behind. 3 balls, no strikes to the ninth hitter, Martin Maldonado. 3-0 pitch with the bases loaded coming up. There's a strike outside corner, 3-1. Padres have loaded them up here in the bottom of the second. 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Padres score the first run of the ball game. 1-0 San Diego. As Bank Asperius walks in a run for the Dodgers. Bases will remain loaded with 2 down. Fernando Tatis Jr. will be the hitter for the Padres now. Does not get easier for Bank Asperius. Tatis Jr. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Has him loaded here in the bottom of the second with 2 down. First pitch to Tatis. Going after the first pitch. Pops up to right field. Teoscar Hernandez with the catch. Inning over for the Padres. Bank Asperius gets out of the jam. 1-0 San Diego as we go to the third. Wow. Wow. What looked to be a disastrous inning brewing for the Padres. They only are allowed to get 1 run. Keep in mind, Pages saved the run as well by gunning out Gavin Sheets at the plate. And San Diego leaves them loaded. Tatis Jr. flies out to right field, and the San Diego Padres only get 1 run there. That was huge. So we go to the top of the third. Coming up for the Dodgers, as they will now be chasing 1. It'll be the 9-1-2 hitters due up for the Dodgers. That means Hae-Sam Kim, Shohei Ohtani, and Mookie Betts. But man, that inning had disaster written all over for the Dodgers. Looks like not Shohei, but looked like Bank Asperius and Will Smith were kind of a little bit out of sync. Bank Asperius was missing his spots, throwing a lot of balls. He gave up 3 consecutive hits at one point in that inning. But somehow, some way, he's able to avert disaster by allowing only 1 run with the bases loaded. And that came on a walk. Ay caray. So Padres with that 1 run lead going into the top of the third. All right, Sam Kim, 9th hitter for the Dodgers. Set to lead things off for LA. Dodgers chasing one as we go to the top of the 3rd. Shouts to Yvette. Scary inning. Yvette, that was a scary inning. But you got to credit Ben Casperis for getting weak contact for Tati Jr. there with the bases loaded. And averts disaster. A bunt showing. Kim takes that pitch outside, called a strike. Shohei Ohtani on deck for the Dodgers. Randy Vasquez. 0-1 pitch to Kim. Kim fouls it back as he's quickly in the hole against Vasquez. No balls, 2 strikes. Last 8 games, batting .476 for Sam Kim. 0-2 pitch. And he gets drilled. Right on the right elbow from Vasquez. I do believe he has some armor. Does he take it off the armor? Looks like he did. I'm sure he's still stung, but nevertheless, armor protected that elbow. Dodgers will have a runner at first to start this top of the 3rd. Shohei Ohtani will be coming up. Very scary inning, Untold Lie. Come on, Doyers. Yvette, that dude can run. He's the runner at first. Sam Kim as Shohei Ohtani with a towering fly ball to left. Gavin Sheets under this one will make the catch. Sam Kim bluffs, gets back to first. As Ohtani will be the first out here in the top of the 3rd for the Dodgers. Mookie Betts coming up next. So Shohei Ohtani trying to ambush Randy Vasquez, but he flies out for the first out. Here's Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Here he is in his second at-bat. Takes a pitch inside, called a strike. Mookie Betts batting .269, 9 home runs, 33 RBIs for the Dodgers. Vasquez with the 0-1 pitch. Mookie Betts with a high drive to center. Jackson Merrill right before the track will make the catch. And Sam Kim returns to first. So that'll be the second out here in the top of the 3rd. They're looking back at Mookie Betts in the NLDS. Mookie Betts, Jurickson Profar. We're going back and forth on some home runs, some would-be home runs that were getting jacked. But the Dodgers get the leadoff runner on here in the top of the 3rd. And Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, not even able to move the runner over. Here's Freddie with a runner at first and 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. First pitch to Freddie, ball 1. 1-0 San Diego. Vasquez, 1-0 pitch to Freddie. Freddie fouls it off. Count goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike. BNS, this rivalry is personal for me, says BNS. 1-1 pitch. Pitch inside. Kim back to the bag on a pickoff attempt from the catcher, Martin Maldonado. That pitch was inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Freddie Freeman. Be nonstop. Okay, I'm throwing on my Bellinger jersey on. And again, that play was in the NLDS last season. 2-1 pitch to Freddie. With the runner at first and 2 outs. Freddie with a ground ball to right. Jake Cronenworth play to first. Inning over for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers strand a runner as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. 1-0 San Diego. Dang. So Kim did what he had to do. He got in. He got on somehow, some way for the Dodgers. Gets hit by Randy Vasquez. Shohei Ohtani goes after that first pitch, but he flies out to left for the first out. Mookie Betts then flies out to center. So the Dodgers, with a runner at first, quickly get 2 outs from the 1 and 2 hitters, Ohtani and Betts. And then Freddie Freeman grounds out to the second baseman for the 3rd out. So nothing doing there for the Dodgers as they strand a runner at first. As we go to the bottom of the 3rd, coming up for San Diego, it'll be Luis Arias, Manny Machado, and Jackson Merrill, 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for the Padres. Be nonstop. Is Walker Buehler coming back? I keep seeing it on Facebook or Puro Pedo. Be nonstop right now. It's just rumors, brother. Just rumors. Pretty much everything you're seeing as far as like, oh, Dodgers could get him right now. Dodgers could get that. It's all rumors right now, bro. And I don't know if you guys know how I am with former Dodger players. My whole train of thought there has been there, done that. Shouts to Walker Buehler. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, Walker Buehler comes back to the Dodgers. Of course, I'll be supporting. But my whole thing is like, I've been there, done that. Remember, Walker Buehler has been struggling for the Red Sox this season. And he was, to a point, struggling with the Dodgers last season before he kind of finally found it somewhat in the playoffs. So I wouldn't be too quick to try to get Walker Buehler back. Beaches out there in San Diego. We were at the beach yesterday, out there in the SD. As Luis Arias leads things off against Ben Casparius. Padres with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. Luis Arias today for the Padres, 0 for 1 with a ground out. 1-0 pitch from Casparius is inside as he falls behind. 2 balls, no strikes to Arias. Two-0 pitch. Arias taking all the way. Pitch upstairs, called a strike. Count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike. Manny Machado on deck for the Padres. Casparius with the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to second baseman Hae-Sam Kim, who makes the play. Throw to first in time to get Arias for the 1st out here in the bottom of the 3rd. That'll bring up Padre 3rd baseman Manny Machado. Manny Machado struck out swinging in his first bat against Ben Casparius. Here he is in his 2nd at-bat of the ballgame. Nice big offensive numbers for Manny Machado this season for San Diego. Goes after that first pitch, fouls it back for strike 1. Padres with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. 0-1 pitch. That one is drilled to left. Left center. Baez will make the catch before the track. That looked like a full swing for Manny Machado. But so far, ball not really carrying in San Diego at Petco Park today. So fly ball, 2 outs. Jackson Merrill, the hitter for San Diego. 0 for 1 with a foul out. Batting .302, 5 home runs, 26 RBIs for the young Padres center fielder. Breaky pitch catches the inside corner. Strike 1 to Merrill. Oh, 1 pitch. Way inside at 99 from Casparius. Count goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Jackson Merrill fouls that one back. Casparius ahead of the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 3rd. 1-2 pitch from Casparius. That one's popped up. Shallow center. Shortstop Mookie Betts out there to make the grab as the Padres go in order against Ben Casparius. To the 4th we go. 1-0 San Diego. All right, Ben Casparius. After that last inning where he stranded the bases loaded, gave up 1 run on on a walk with the bases loaded. But he settled down there in the bottom of the third for the Dodgers, got the Padres in order. So to the fourth we go. Coming up for the Dodgers in the top of the fourth, it'll be Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, and Max Muncy. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up. Social worker with the check-in. Social worker, hello, amiga. Social worker, happy Wednesday. Welcome into Chin Music, a baseball podcast. This is our 56th episode, and we're taking in the rubber match of the Dodgers versus Padres out there in San Diego at Petco Park, where the Padres are off to an early 1-0 start. Welcome in, amiga. Good to see you up in the chat. Shouts to social worker with the check-in. Goodness. All right. I'm going to try to reset my main camera here as my main cam got shut down. It's a little hot. Not too bad, but I guess the camera will shut down if it feels it has to. All good. Shouts to Gizmo also popping in. Gizmo, what's going on? What is going on, Gizmo? Well, Padres with a 1-0 lead as we go to the top of the fourth. And yes, you did make it, Gizmo. Welcome in. Shouts to everybody hanging out, checking us out over on Twitch. As we get set to begin the top of the fourth for the Dodgers. Dodgers chasing one. Will Smith leading things off for LA. Randy Vasquez back on the bump for the San Diego Padres. First pitch to Will Smith here in the fourth. Pitches upstairs, ball one. Will Smith for the Dodgers, 0 for 1 with a flyout, batting .318, 6 home runs, 36 RBIs. 1-0 pitch. Will Smith looks at a strike one from Vasquez to even up the count. Teoscar Hernandez on deck for the Dodgers. Shouts to Just Freddie. Yo, what's good? Freddie's driving. 1-0 San Diego, Freddie. Padres with an early 1-0 lead. Thanks to a Martin Maldonado walk with the bases loaded. Ay, caray. 2-1 pitch to Will Smith. Pitch is low, just barely. So Will Smith gets ahead of the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Gizmo, work's been busy in the office. I've been trying to make it sooner, but damn. All good, Gizmo, as long as you're here. 3-1 pitch. That one's popped up to left by Will Smith. This one will reach the seats for a foul ball as the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Will Smith. We're in the top of the fourth, 1-0 Padres. Randy Vasquez. His payoff pitch to Will Smith. Smith with a swing and miss. Strikes out for the first out in the top of the fourth. Third punch out by Randy Vasquez as he handles Will Smith. Teoscar Hernandez, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, checks in next. Takes a breaking pitch, strike one from Vasquez. Teoscar Hernandez takes a pitch inside. Count goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Third baseman for the Dodgers, Max Muncy on deck. Teoscar fouls that one back, and I think it was off the ump's mask. Martin Maldonado, the catcher for the Padres, quickly out there checking up on the home plate ump. Looks like he's okay. As the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, did we get a shot? Yes, we did. Puro green screen. As the home plate ump has the camera. Looks like the home plate ump is okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Teoscar Hernandez. 1 out here in the top of the fourth for the Dodgers. One more look at that foul ball. Right on the mascara. 1-2 pitch. Teoscar pops this one up out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Theo. Randy Vasquez looking a little comfortable here for the Padres. It's up to that Dodger offense to try to get him uncomfortable. And I think the way you do it is to try to get runners on, but Dodgers have not been able to do that consistently so far in this ballgame. 1-2 pitch. Teoscar grounds it foul. Let's do it again. Action in the Dodger bullpen. Lou Trevino begins to warm up. Lou Trevino was a starter in yesterday's game. Warming up in the Dodger bullpen. Ay, caray. So it definitely looks like Banquez Perez is on a pitch count. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A sword swing from Teoscar Hernandez as he strikes out for the second out in the top of the 4th. 4 strikeouts by Randy Vasquez in this ballgame. 2 down in the inning. Puro back-to-back strikeouts for Vasquez. Max Muncy coming up next for the Dodgers. Man, so is it safe to say that the Dodgers are going back-to-back bullpen games? As we see a line drive caught by first baseman Luis Arias. Inning over for the Dodgers. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 San Diego. Looks like Casperis will be coming back out for the Dodgers. But already with action in the bullpen, I got to think, man, this could possibly be the second consecutive bullpen game for the Dodgers. Come on. Keep in mind, too, Justin Robleski was supposed to start. But I'm not going to say it was a late scratch because I don't know when the Dodgers actually made the decision not to start him, but they did. And they started Banquez Perez, but it looks like Banquez Perez does have a leash on. I got to think he's on a pitch count. Where are our stars? They're hurt. They're in the IL, Gizmo. The Dodgers currently have, I'm going to say, 3 steady starters. And that's Yamamoto, Clayton Kershaw, and Dustin May. Those are your 3 steady starters. Everybody else is hurt. Remember, Robleski got called up after the Dodgers needed a starter in St. Louis. And again, he was supposed to start today, but I don't know what happened. I didn't get the scoop. So when I saw Banquez Perez warming up during the broadcast, it was definitely a surprise. So we go to the bottom of the 4th for San Diego. Coming up for the Padres, it'll be Gavin Sheets, Xander Bogaerts, and Jake Cronenworth. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. Padres with an early 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th. All right, some of the active games going on right now out at Angel Stadium. Athletics with a 2-0 lead over Anaheim. That game is in the top of the 4th. Bottom of the 6th in Arizona, Diamondbacks with a 4-2 lead over the Mariners. And they're in the bottom of the 9th in St. Louis. Blue Jays with a 5-2 lead over the St. Louis Cardinals. As we begin the bottom of the 4th in San Diego at Petco Park. Padres with a 1-0 lead over the Dodgers. Gavin Sheets leads things off against Banquez Perez. Gavin Sheets pops this one up. Foul! And that one is caught by Max Muncy in foul ball territory. 1 down. So now we got to look at that pitch count for Banquez Perez. Currently, he's at 45 pitches for the Dodgers. Trying to get through the 4th inning as Lou Trevino, as the Dodgers looks like they're going to have double barrel action. Lou Trevino and Jack Dreyer kind of walking around there in the Dodger bullpen. But Trevino definitely warming up. Xander Bogaerts 1 for 1 with a single and a run. Going after that first pitch, fouls it back for strike 1. So what they called a bullpen game yesterday, Matt Sauer got the bulk of the innings and had to wear it as he gave up a bunch of hits and runs to the Padre offense. And it didn't turn out to be a full-on bullpen game as the Dodgers were able to save some arms. 0-2 pitch to Bogaerts. That pitch is low. Ben Kasparius thought he had strike 3. Home plate umpire called it a ball. Pitch definitely looked low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Xander Bogaerts. As he goes down on that breaking pitch, fouls it off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. But in today's game, there was no mention of a bullpen game, but looks like that's where the Dodgers are headed, especially with the guys that they have throwing so far. Lou Trevino, who was the starter in yesterday's supposed bullpen game, warming up. Jack Dreyer looks like he's throwing out there as well. 1-2 pitch again coming up to Xander Bogaerts from Ben Kasparius. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Ball gets away from Will Smith. Throw to first in time to get Bogaerts on the putout. And that will be the second out here in the bottom of the 4th for the Padres. So Ben Kasparius strikes out Xander Bogaerts. Ben Kasparius with his second strikeout of the ballgame. Jay Cronenworth will be coming up next for the Padres. Just the SC Raider, Paulie with the check-in. Paulie, what up, brother? Great to see you up in the chat, man. Welcome into Chin Music Baseball Podcast, episode 56. Taking in the Padres versus Dodgers from San Diego, Petco Park. Padres with an early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Jay Cronenworth shows bunt, pops it up, foul. That was like a late showing of that bunt by Cronenworth. And he was just able to make contact as he fouled that pitch back for strike 1. Count goes even, 1 ball, 1 strike to Cronenworth. So Ben Kasparius, it's the 50 pitch mark. He's at 52 trying to get through this 4th inning for the Dodgers. This could possibly be his last inning of work. So that pitch is in the dirt. Brutal breaking pitch. Count goes even to Cronenworth. Falls behind on Cronenworth. 2 balls, 1 strike. So again, we're just bugging out here that yesterday was announced that the Dodgers were going to have a bullpen game. And it was not announced that the Dodgers were going to have a bullpen game in today's game, as that one's popped up to center. Andy Pages coming in. Andy Pages calls for it. Andy Pages with the grab. That'll be the 3rd out for the Padres, as Ben Kasparius gets him in order in the 4th. Let's go to the 5th. 1-0 San Diego. But yeah, there was no mention of a bullpen game. And again, it looks like the Dodgers are getting ready to make it a bullpen game. Now, it is important to remind you guys that the Dodgers do have a day off before facing the San Francisco Giants at Dodger Stadium for a 3-game weekend series. So the Dodgers do have tomorrow off. So it looks like we had mentioned that it was going to be all hands on deck, but not knowing that it would be a bullpen game. So we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes. But so far it looks like Dave Roberts is getting ready to throw in everybody, quite possibly. Yet to be seen. So we will be going to the top of the 5th. Coming up for the Dodgers, it'll be Andy Pages, Michael Conforto, and Hae-Sam Kim. 7, 8, 9. Coming up for the Dodgers. Dodgers chasing 1. So again, just trying to keep tabs on some of the ball games that are currently going down right now. Angels now losing to the Athletics at Angel Stadium in the top of the 4th. Athletics with a 3-0 lead over the Angels. Diamondbacks in the top of the 7th have a 5-2 lead against the Seattle Mariners. It looks like there is another final. The Blue Jays beat the Cardinals 5-2 in St. Louis. So the Blue Jays with the victory. All right, there's a line for Ben Kasparius. Goes 4 innings of work. Gives up 3 hits, 1 run, 2 strikeouts on 2 walks. On 54 pitches, looks like the day is done for Ben Kasparius, as he will make way for the Dodger bullpen. So it looks like another bullpen game for the Dodgers. Ay caray. All right, Randy Vasquez back on the bump. taking on Andy Paez, who pops this one up. Foul ball territory. Martin Maldonado will look at this one go foul into the seats behind the Dodger dugout for strike one. Andy Paez 1-for-1 with a single. Also made a great play out there in center. Great throw to get Gavin Sheets at the plate. So he's got himself a outfield assist as he swings and misses. Quickly down the count in the hole against Randy Vasquez. No balls, 2 strikes. So Andy Paez has also saved the run for the Dodgers on the defensive side of things. Randy Vasquez from the full windup, 0-2 pitch to Paez, who fouls it back. Left fielder for the Dodgers, Michael Conforto on deck. 1-0 San Diego here in the top of the 5th. 0-2 pitch again from Vasquez. Goes way outside on that breaking pitch. Puro show me pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Paez. The 1-2. Looks like Vasquez went back out there. Paez fouled it off. Pitch looked a bit outside. Looked like he swung at ball 2. Sure did. Looks like Paez is in defensive mode during his at-bat now. 1-2 pitch. All right, that pitch is way outside. This time Paez does take it for ball 2. Count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. That one's taken low and away. Count goes full. Andy Paez works a full count against Vasquez to begin the top of the 5th for the Dodgers. Vasquez with the payoff pitch. Paez with a line drive to left. And right inside the glove of the left fielder, Gavin Sheets for the first out. So Andy Paez made Randy Vasquez work, but Vasquez ends up getting him to fly out to left. Action in the Padre bullpen. Left-hander Adrian Morejon begins to warm up. Michael Conforto up next for the Dodgers. First pitch to Conforto. That's a high drive. Left center going back. Jackson Merrill will see this one go. Oh, my goodness. Michael Conforto has gone deep and has tied this ball game up. 1-1. First pitch swinging, Michael Conforto leaves the yard. 4th home run of the season for Michael Conforto has tied it up here in the top of the 5th for the Dodgers. Teoscar, give Conforto the seeds. Pitch was right outside. Michael Conforto went with it to left center. And ball made his way into the seats. My man took a dip. I don't know if he caught that ball, but he took a dip trying to catch that ball. 1-1 tie. Sam Kim will be the next hitter with 1 down here in the top of the 5th. There's a breaking pitch outside corner. Count goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Look at my man. Did he make the catch? No, he did not. Ball got bobbled around. Homeboy was trying. Oh, that was a Dodger fan trying to make that catch. That one's fouled out by Kim. 1 ball, 1 strike. So nobody picked Michael Conforto. Nomar Garcia Parra, though, on Sportsnet Live. And we reacted when he made his call your shot pick. He did pick Michael Conforto to go yard today. Wow. 1-2 pitch is fouled off to the right side by Sam Kim. 4th home run of the season for Conforto. Ties this ball game up for the Dodgers. Jenny, about time. El otro Saint, finally Conforto. Espito, he heard me hating. A lot of people have been hating on Conforto. I can't blame them. At the same time, my whole thing sometimes is, hey man, easy on hating on your own team, on hating on the guys on your own team. I understand it, but at the same time, like, hey, chill out, guys. Come on. Yeah. But fans will be fans. I get it. 1-2 pitch. That one's grounded to the second baseman. One second baseman takes out the other. It's Cronenworth throws out Kim for the second out here in the top of the fifth. That'll bring up Shohei Ohtani with 2 down. Yeah, SC Raider Paulie, you're right, brother. He tried the corner and he missed. But you got to credit Michael Conforto for going with that pitch as well. And he had a good swing on it. And that Dodger fan had a good attempt to try to make that catch. He tried to make a barehanded catch out there in the seats, and he came up empty, and he took a dip. Ritz won. I knew he was going deep. Did you really, Ritz? Come on. The only person that I know for sure, and he threw it out there, was Nomar Garcia Parra in the pregame show on Sports in LA. He picked Michael Conforto to go yard. Ritz one, you got to make sure you check in with us early to try to get in on our Chin Music Call Your Shot leaderboard, brother. If you get another intuition like that, let it be known. Get on the board, brother. I just didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to jinx him. Oh, my gosh, Ritz. Ay, caray. Well, next time, man, brother, let it be known, brother. Call your shot. And, yeah, nobody was able to successfully call their shot. All good, though. 1-1 tie ball game as Mike Schilt came out with the hook. And looks like he'll be going with the left-hander, Adrian Morejon. Adrian Morejon to face off against Shohei Ohtani. On that game on Monday. That first game on Monday, Shohei Ohtani hit a comebacker to Morejon, who very nonchalantly threw to first and threw it away. It looks like we'll be getting another matchup here between Morejon and Shohei Ohtani. Adrian Morejon this season making his 31st appearance for the Padres, has a 3-2 record, 2.67 ERA for the left-hander. As he will now face Shohei Ohtani with 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. So Adrian Morejon replaces Randy Vasquez with 2 outs in the fifth. First pitch swing, Shohei Ohtani fouls it back. Strike one. 1-1 tied. Thanks to a Michael Conforto solo home run. Shohei Ohtani today 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. 0-1 pitch from Morejon. Taken for strike 2. That pitch hits the outside corner according to the home plate ump. Ohtani in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes against Morejon. Metal Mondo with the check-in. What up, Metal Mondo? What up, brother? Good to see you up in the chat, man. Pull up a seat, Metal Mondo. We're checking out the Padres versus Dodgers, as Michael Conforto had just tied the ball game up 1-1 thanks to a solo home run here in the fifth. Now Morejon, left-handed pitcher for the Padres, has a 1-2 count on Shohei Ohtani. Here's the pitch. Pitch is way upstairs at 98. Count goes even to Ohtani. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So shout outs to Metal Mondo with the check-in. Turn us up, Metal Mondo. I got you on the call, brother. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is up and away at 98. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Shohei Ohtani. Mookie Betts on deck for the Dodgers. 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. 1-1 ball game. Morejon sets. Payoff pitch. Ohtani back. to the box, past the pitcher. And I don't know who that is, man. The shortstop, the second baseman, but they throw out Shohei Ohtani for the third out. Michael Conforto ties it up as we go to the bottom of the fifth. 1-1 tie. All right, let me find out. Because they were playing Shohei Ohtani right up the middle. I'm not sure if that was the second baseman or the shortstop who made the play. It was the shortstop, Jose Iglesias, who was playing him perfectly up the middle. I'm tripping out too, man, because I thought MLB kind of did away with the shift, but man, they still let. It was my understanding that with the shift being banned, that they were gonna do away with players playing right up the middle, but I guess not. As Iglesias was right up behind, looked like he was right behind the second base bag to make that play on Shohei Ohtani, who squared it up. I mean, he squared that ball up. Anyway, so ground out to short by Shohei Ohtani for the third out. 1-1 ball game as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Coming up for San Diego, it'll be Jose Iglesias, Martin Maldonado, and Fernando Tatis Jr. 8-9-1 hitters coming up for San Diego in a tie ball game. Yes, XS, we all lost, brother. None of us picked Michael Conforto. XS, I don't know if you saw, but Nomar Garcia Parra, he picked Conforto. He's the only person that actually picked Conforto to go yard today. So again, shout out to everybody popping in. Happy Wednesday going out to everybody. Wednesday afternoon out here in the West Coast. Dodgers versus Padres. Series finale, winner takes the series. Too bad he ain't on here. No Mark's definitely not on here, brother. Definitely not. All right, bottom of the fifth we go. 1-1 ball game. Lou Trevino takes over on the bump for the Dodgers. Comes in to replace Ben Kasparius on the hill. Lou Trevino in his 22nd game, 1-0 record. 3.80 ERA. Right-handed pitcher for the Dodgers. Going up against Jose Iglesias. First pitch inside, ball one. Shortstop, Jose Iglesias with a walk today. Batting .248 with 13 RBIs for the Padres. Pitch is up and in. As Trevino falls behind. 2 balls, no strikes. Catcher for the Padres, Martin Maldonado on deck. Ay, caray, Saint. Pitch is up. As Lou Trevino falls behind to the 8th hitter of the Padres. 3 balls, no strikes. No walks, Trevino. There's a strike. 3-1. The last thing you want to do coming from the bullpen is walk your first hitter you face. Pitch is inside, called a strike. Count goes full to Jose Iglesias, who did not agree with that call from the home plate ump. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Trevino's payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Lou Trevino strikes out Jose Iglesias looking. 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. So Trevino falls 3-0, comes back to strike out Jose Iglesias looking. Puro peeping Tom. Ninth hitter, catcher for the Padres, Martin Maldonado up next. Breaking pitch way outside from Trevino, ball 1. Martin Maldonado looking like the way I looked after Tacos El Gordo last night. Buns were about to pop out of my shirt. That one's popped up. Shallow center. Andy Pajes calling out Kim to make the catch. So Lou Trevino here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 up, 2 outs. And with nobody on the bags for the Padres, leadoff hitter Fernando Tatis Jr. up next. El otro saying, tacos el gordo in San Diego, brother. We were down south in San Diego hanging out. And we made a late night drive to Tacos El Gordo. And man, I got full. Like when I say full, like trust, I got full, man. We were trying to walk it out at the Burlington Coat Factory afterwards, and I had to like zip up my jacket. I felt so embarrassed. Ground ball to Mookie Betts, who throws out Tatis Jr. for the 3rd out. So Lou Trevino with a clean inning for the Dodgers. We go to the 6th, all tied up at 1. All right. So Lou Trevino with a little shaky start, but he got himself into gear and got the Padres in order there in the 5th. So to the top of the 6th we go. Coming up for the Dodgers, it'll be Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith due up. Oh, Espiritu, man. I don't know what that salsa that they put on the adobada and on the El Pastor tacos. I don't know. I mean, I'm calling it not knowing what it is, but it's so good. But like that little cream sauce. Obviously not. I mean, I love all that freaking guacamole that they put on the tacos as well. But specifically on the adobada and on the Al Pastor tacos, they put like this little like cream sauce. I don't know what that is, but man, it's so good. But yeah, I'm not gonna front, man. I had 5 tacos. I had 2 asada, 2 pastor, and 1 adobada. And man, I struggled to finish off that adobada. I really struggled to finish it, but I was able to finish it. But man, there was a little bit of regret after I finished that taco. I was like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Put it this way, I look like the one that was embarazado. Ay, caray. But no, nevertheless, super good, man. Yeah, any chance we got a chance to go to, whether it's in Vegas or in San Diego, if we got a chance to stop by Tacos El Gordo, we're definitely going to do it for sure. Tacos are so good. And yeah, I was telling Perps last night, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm surprised Los Angeles hasn't opened up a Tacos El Gordo yet. All right, top of the 6th we go. 1-1 ball game. Adrian Morejon back on the bump for the Padres, taking on Mookie Betts, who's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. Freddie Freeman on deck for the Dodgers. Shouts to Benny Mendoza with the check-in. What up, Benny? That one's popped foul. Mookie Betts quickly in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. 5 tacos. I call bullshit. Benny, I had 5 tacos, bro. Real quick, Benny. You know how I eat, brother. How are you going to call BS on 5 tacos? You see me like take down 13 tacos in one sitting. Well, maybe not one sitting, but you know what I mean. Come on, brother. You should not doubt my eating habits, bro. You know better, Benny. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Mookie Betts on a pitch low and out of the strike zone. Strikes out against Adrian Morejon for the 1st out here in the top of the 6th for the Dodgers. Jenny, LA is oversaturated with taco spots. I agree with you, amiga. But I say the more tacos, the merrier. That's just me. Killing the monster taco. Yes, happy wife. Here's Freddie for the Dodgers with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. First pitch for Morejon is upstairs at 97 for ball 1. Jeremiah Estrada warming up in that Padre bullpen. Figures to come out as the next pitcher for San Diego. Morejon's 1-0 pitch to Freddie. Pitches inside at 97. Freddie Freeman swings and misses. Count goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike. And yeah, I haven't eaten nothing since those tacos. And I'm not going to lie, man. I still kind of I'm not even hungry right now. Put it that way. Comebacker. That one is booted by Morejon. Freddie Freeman will be safe at first. So Morejon off the glove. Not able to make the play for the Padres. Comebacker and right off the glove of Morejon. Right to him. Morejon cannot make the play. Freddie Freeman will be at first. That should be an error on the pitcher. But they're going to call it a single. So Freddie Freeman credited with a single for the Dodgers. Should be an error. As Mike Schilt coming out with the hook. Pitching change. As Jeremiah Estrada comes in for the Padres. Hold up. And again, we talked here on Chin Music. As my holdup has gotten stuck. Oh, there it is. We talked here on Chin Music how we learned how the official scorers were told by MLB officials to kind of hey, if there's a 50-50 call or if there's a way that you could kind of side on this on the hitter side on making these official scoring calls, side with the hitter. I guess they want to get those. They want to try to balloon up those offensive numbers. Remember, it's hits that fills the seats, not errors. So, yeah, that should have been an error on that pitcher. But they call it a single. Okay. Anyway, Freddie Freeman will be the runner at first for the Dodgers. Will Smith will be the hitter. And Jeremiah Estrada will take over on the bump for the Padres. 1-1 ball game in the 6th. Morejon sounds like a Spanish cuss word. Speedy 2. I know it does, right? Yeah, it does. Happy Wife. Basically, they are cooking the books. Basically, Happy Wife. That's basically what they're doing. MLB wants to make it seem like the offense numbers are on the spike. And with the official scores being told to side on the batter side on making these 50-50 calls, that's exactly what they're doing. El otro saying, ay caray. Speaking of ay caray, look at that. Beautiful look from San Diego's gas lamp. As we have a pitching change. Jeremiah Estrada, new pitcher for San Diego in his 33rd game, 2-3 record, 2.08 ERA for the San Diego Padres. Freddie Freeman, the runner at first for the Dodgers with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Will Smith, the hitter. First pitch to Smith, upstairs from Estrada, ball 1. 1-1 ball game. J-Mac coming in hot. Morejon, a.k.a. Mamon. Damn, J-Mac. What up, Jay? Shouts to J-Mac popping in. Let's go, Willie. Yes, sir. Happy Wife says, leave the game alone, scorers. Well, it's mainly the MLB officials, right? Tallying the official scorers. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch upstairs at 98 from Estrada. It looks like that might have been ball 3. That was ball 3. 2 balls, 1 strike to Will Smith. The pitch from Estrada. Upstairs. Now that's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to count to Will Smith. Teoscar Hernandez on deck for the Dodgers. Estrada's 3-1 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Dodgers will have runners at second and first with 1 out here in the 6th. And here comes Teoscar Hernandez. Untold lie. Come on, Doyers. Fire them bats up. Get those runners home. Get those runners home. I agree, brother. They got a chance here with 2 on and 1 out. Freddie don't look too. Freddie, I know, man. Freddie's not only is he tall, but man, he's walking like he's hurting. You're right, happy wife. Here's Teoscar. First pitch upstairs. Estrada missing upstairs on a lot of his pitches. Maldonado out there to have a word with Jeremiah. 1 ball, no strikes to Tio. Pitching coach Ruben Niebla out there to have a word also with Estrada. Maybe they're checking up to see what's up with his mechanics because he's been missing up. Now the home plate umpire going out there as well. Teoscar Hernandez averaged with runners in scoring position since May 26th, or after May 26th, 0 for 16. Holy moly. So, yeah, Teoscar definitely going through it for the Dodgers, but he has a chance here. It only takes one swing. 2 on, 1 out, 1-1 ball game. So all squared away with Jeremiah Estrada. As he goes back up on the hill for San Diego. Freddie, the runner at second. Will Smith, the runner at first for the Dodgers. 1-0 pitch coming up to Teoscar Hernandez. Pitch from Estrada. That one dips low. 2 balls, no strikes to Theo. Max Muncy, third baseman for the Dodgers. He's on deck. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike from Estrada at 98. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Dodgers with 2 on, 1 out. Big opportunity for the Dodgers here in the top of the 6th. 2-1 pitch to Teoscar. Teoscar with a high drive. Straight center. Going back. Gone. 3-run shot by Teoscar Hernandez. And the Dodgers take the lead here in the top of the 6th. 4-1 Dodgers. Oh, my goodness. 3-run shot by Teoscar Hernandez. And the Dodgers have themselves a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 6th. That home run had shades of that grand slam that he hit in the NLDS last season. Straight center. Look at this. Bang! Oh, Teoscar knew it. Here's Max. Strike 1 from Estrada. 11th home run this season for Teoscar. First home run since May 21st. There it is, Espiritu. First home run from Teoscar Hernandez since Espiritu's birthday. As Max Muncy goes to right. Drops it in there in between center and right field. 1 out single for Max. But Teoscar Hernandez so far in this ball game with the big hit for the Dodgers. Straight center field for that 3-run shot. Oh, my goodness. Estrada couldn't believe it. Vergas, he said. Everybody giving Tio the seeds. Shout out to Dolores with the check-in. Shout out to Dolores. What up, Dolores? Welcome in. Chin Music of Baseball Podcast, episode 56. Puro Dodgers versus Padres. This is the 3rd game series finale between the Dodgers and the Padres. Winner takes the series. But, man, and you know Teoscar was definitely scuffling, and, man, I'm sure weight was just taking off his shoulder as he went yard for that 3-run home run to straight center. Dolores, the good luck charm, came right in time, amiga. All right, Max Muncy, the runner at first, as my camera goes down. Ay, caray. Here's Baez. First pitch swinging. Ground ball to Manny Machado, who flips over to second, over to first, and Baez will be called safe. Max Muncy will be out on that force out. Nice play by Manny Machado to get that force out for the second out. Pages will be the runner at first. Machado's able to get Max Muncy at second as they cannot double up Pages. So inning continues for the Dodgers. Runner at first. Michael Conforto, the hitter. So Conforto already with a home run. He tied this ball game up for the Dodgers. 1 for 2 with that solo home run. Jeremiah Estrada from the stretch. First pitch to Conforto. Upstairs, ball 1. Michael Conforto took Randy Vasquez deep to tie this ball game up at the time. Dodger fan out there took a dip trying to make that catch. There's a strike from Estrada. 1 ball, 1 strike to Michael Conforto. 4-1 Dodgers, top of the 6th. Benny, the struggling Dodgers making some noise. Yeah, they're making noise here in the 6th. Big time. 1-1 pitch. Pitch outside, fouled off by Conforto. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Is that Canos Chicles? What? Dodgers with a box of Canos Chicles in the background. That is awesome. Shout-outs to Canos Chicles. 1-2 pitch. And again, on a pitch outside, this time Conforto throws a bat out there, but fouls it off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 pitch. Conforto up the middle. Oh, what a play by Jose Iglesias. In time over at first to get Conforto. Inning over for the Dodgers. But Teoscar Hernandez with a big 3-run bomb to give the Dodgers a 4-1 lead. Bottom of the 6th we go. Dodgers up. Oh, my God. They were giving Teoscar Hernandez the seeds big time on that after that fly ball. But, yeah, Teoscar Hernandez was in desperate need of that shot, man. He was due big time as he was scuffling. He was scuffling as of late, but, man, a 3-run shot could quickly erase that. And Dodgers have themselves a 3-1 lead going into the bottom of the 6th. Coming up for the Padres in that bottom of the 6th, it'll be Luis Arias, Manny Machado, and Jackson Merrill. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up for the Padres, who are now chasing the Dodgers 4-1. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, hanging out with me. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day going out to everybody. As my camera keeps going down, all good though. As long as you guys can see the game, that's the most important thing, right? But yeah, you got to feel good for Teoscar. The fact is, it wasn't even a gimme home run. It was to straight center. He got all of that one. Very impressive shot by Teoscar. But now it's up to the Dodger bullpen because apparently the Dodgers in consecutive days, consecutive games going with bullpen games. Ay, caray. Now, I know the Dodgers will say, oh, well, we really didn't use all our bullpen yesterday. Well, yeah, but the idea was still there. You guys even mentioned, the Dodgers did mention that it was a bullpen game yesterday. All right, World Series replica trophy, Tuesday, June 17th. 7:10 p.m. versus the Padres. First 40,000 fans in attendance get themselves a replica trophy. Who's going to that ball game? We'll see you there. 4-1, bottom of the 6th. Cactus Jack Dreyer on the bump now. Left-handed pitcher for the Dodgers in his 27th game, 2-2 record. 2.83 ERA. Lefty-lefty matchup against Luis Arias, who takes a pitch up and in for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike from Dreyer. Count goes even to Arias. 1 ball, 1 strike. See Matt Sauer, who had to wear it last night for the Dodgers, hanging out in the Dodger bullpen, just chilling. 1-1 pitch. That one spiked in dirt by Dreyer. Ball's behind the count to Arias. 2 balls, 1 strike. Be nonstop. Yes, Teoscar hit a home run, brother. A 3-run home run. 4-1 Dodgers. Happy Wife says, I like it that it's against the Padres. The replica trophy giveaway. Happy Wife. 3 balls, 1 strike. The count to Arias. As we see Justin Robleski, who was supposed to be the star. Robleski, take out the tag, brother. He's got that he's got that brand new tag that shows what kind of size it is, man. Rip that off, brother. Damn. All right, Jack Dreyer loses Luis Arias. So the Padres with the leadoff runner at first. To begin the bottom of the 6th, Manny Machado will be the hitter. Be nonstop going to next Sunday's game versus the Brewers. So be nonstop hanging out at Dodger Stadium next Sunday. On a party bus. That's what's up, brother. That should be fun. All right. Will Smith out there to try to talk some sense to Jack Dreyer. 5 balls, 1 strike so far in the 6 pitches thrown by Jack Dreyer. So Jack Dreyer so far struggling to find the strike zone. Now he needs to be careful against Manny Machado here. 1-0 pitch. Machado fouls it off. Count goes even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Center fielder for the Padres, Jackson Merrill on deck. One pitch. That one's grounded to the left side. Max Muncy over to second. Kim to first. Ball gets away. But they do get the lead runner. But the ball got away and looked like it might have gone into the dugout. Manny Machado looks like he'll be awarded second. So that will be a throwing error on Hae-Sam Kim. At least I think it is. Or maybe not. Because I saw the home plate umpire do one of that, and he was pointing. Maybe just pointing that they got the runner out at second, perhaps. But looks like Machado stayed at first. Oh, no. Machado is at second, so it will be a throwing error. So Machado awarded second on the throwing error from Hae-Sam Kim. So 1 out for the Padres. Runner in scoring position for Jackson Merrill. Lefty-lefty matchup for Jack Dreyer. Throws him a strike to get ahead of the count. Merrill 0 for 2 with a foul out and a fly out. Foul out and a fly out. Okay. Foul out, fly out. Got it. Manny Machado, the runner at second for the Padres. Dreyer's 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch up and in. That was a foul tip by Merrill, who's quickly down in the hole against Jack Dreyer. No balls, 2 strikes. Kirby Yates warming up in that Dodger bullpen now. Shouts to Dolores on that Prime sub. Dolores, thanks for the support, amiga. Appreciate it. Puro Prime sub. I love it. 0-2 pitch to Merrill. Pitches outside. 1-2 the count. One-two pitch. Jack Dreyer with a check at second. Manny Machado with his hand extended. Almost saying please, please. Manny Machado, such a character, man. Lead at second. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Merrill as he connects on a base hit to left. Michael Conforto comes up throwing as Machado pumps the brakes at third. And the Padres with Runners on the corners and one out here in the bottom of the 6th. And that means the Padres will bring up the tying run to the plate in Gavin Sheets. Not surprised that the Padres did not send Manny Machado. Machado does not have wheels. So Jackson Merrill, the runner at first. Manny Machado, the runner at third. Gavin Sheets, the hitter now. Tying run for the Padres. Gavin Sheets 1 for 2 with a single. So Jack Dreyer in a bit of a jam here for the Dodgers. First pitch to Sheets. Pitch is low, ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Pitch is low, and Dreyer falls behind to Sheets. 2 balls, no strikes. Padres trying to work themselves back into this ballgame, chasing 3. 2 on, 1 out. 2-0 pitch to Sheets. Fouled straight back for strike 1. Designated hitter, Xander Bogaerts on deck. 2-1 pitch. That one's popped up. Right center, Andy Pajes will make the catch. Manny Machado will tag up. No throw. 4-2 Dodgers. As Manny Machado comes in on a sac fly from Gavin Sheets, and the Padres cut this lead in half here in the bottom of the 6th. Dave Roberts going out there with the hook. So Jack Dreyer not effective. Very rare sighting to see Jack Dreyer struggle. It's been pretty good all season long for the Dodgers, but not here in the bottom of the 6th. As he will exit the ball game, will leave with the runner at first, 2 outs. Pitching change at Petco Park for the Dodgers. Hold up. Ay caray, camera. Don't change to the main cam. All right, there we go. Let's see who. So it looks like the Dodgers will be bringing in Kirby Yates to face Xander Bogaerts with the runner at first and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th in a 4-2 Dodger lead. Okay, so that's what it is. But again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Happy Wednesday going out to everybody. Puro Wednesday afternoon out here in the West Coast. We're about 8 minutes away from 3 o'clock West Coast time. And can't thank you guys enough for hanging out with me, man. Thank you guys so much. Chin Music, a Baseball Podcast, episode 56. The Lord is yes. Yes. It's almost like a double entendre, but at the same time, I mean, we do talk about Tommy's a lot here, especially when Tommy's has those $2.49 chili cheese fries, right? Happy wife? So yeah, man, I had to pull up, or we had to create a Tommy's emote. Definitely. If I'm correct, the Tommy's deal of the week, of this first half of the week, if I'm correct, I think it's a chili cheese. It might be the chili cheese burger. Let me double check. Let me double check what that deal is. Oh, you know what? Damn, Tommy's, what are we doing? They have some sort of deal, but they're not up to date on their IG right now on their stories. So I thought I might have seen a chili cheeseburger and maybe the regular California burger. All right, Kirby Yates coming in from the Dodger bullpen to face Xander Bogaerts with a runner at first and 2 outs for the Padres. First pitch to Bogaerts, swing and a miss. Strike 1 from Kirby Yates. Kirby Yates was very impressive for the Dodgers in that first game on Monday. Pitched the 9th inning, got the Dodgers into extra innings. Check over at first. Jackson Merrill back to the bag. Be Nonstop is going to Tommy's right after the game. I don't know why, guys, but Tommy's does sound good right about now. But I'll be honest, I don't know. After yesterday's Tacos El Gordo, I think I'm going to lay off Tommy's. Might not be a good combination. I don't know. I might just need like a peanut butter sandwich and call it a day for today. After last night, All right, Kirby Yates ahead of the count has Xander Bogaerts in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Yates. And that one is popped up to right. Teoscar Hernandez will make the catch. Inning over for the Padres. They strand a runner at first. They do get a run to cut the lead in half. 4-2 Dodgers. We go to the 7th. All right. Oh, don't go to that scene, Killah. Holy moly, puro blackout. Keep forgetting, guys. Sorry about that. And then my stream deck is not like responding right quick. So there we go. Okay, sorry about that. It is what it is. All right, coming up for the Padres, coming up for the Dodgers in the top of the 7th. All right, 9-1-2 hitters coming up. Hae-Sam Kim, Shohei Ohtani, and Mookie Betts. 9-1-2 hitters coming up for the Dodgers. Dodgers with a 4-2 lead going into the top of the 7th. So, yeah, definitely Dodgers don't stop now, boys. It's only a 2-run lead. And looks like the Padres will be bringing in the left-hander Yuki Matsui to pitch the top of the 7th for San Diego. So Yuki Matsui will now be on the bump. Be Nonstop had a salmon salad yesterday. Man, what did we have yesterday? Jeez. So we were out in San Diego yesterday. We went to one of those food courts, like the Haven City. It was like a Haven City type. I forget what you call them. Maybe a food court, like a food market. No, not a food market. What do you call them? Anyway, like a Haven City type of spot, right? And we had what did we have? We had some spring rolls. I had a banh mi sandwich from this Vietnamese spot, really good too. We also had a one of those like sushi burritos, like those wraps. So we had that. We had a Korean fried cheese as well. What else did we have? And then we had tacos el gordo, among other things. Holy moly! All right, Yuki Matsui versus Hae-Sam Kim. As my stream deck is stuck on stupid. Come on, really? There we go. Got to do it manually. All right, Yuki Matsui in his 29th game, 2-1 record, 3.38 ERA. Yuki versus Kim. Yuki looks like he has a nice fade, too. That one is popped foul. All right, Poodle flashback. Matsui versus Kim. This is round 2. Round 1. Hae-Sam Kim with an RBI double in Monday's game. So this is round 2. Matsui versus Kim. And Kim has been impressive. 3 for 3 against left-handers. 0-2 pitch from Matsui. Pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hae-Sam. 4-2 Dodgers, top of the 7th. One-two pitch from Matsui. Hae-Sam Kim pops up to center field. Jackson Merrill with the catch. And that'll be the first out in the top of the 7th for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani coming up next. Ohtani 0 for 3. Will now be facing the left-hander, Yuki Matsui. Puro MPB matchup. Matsui's first pitch to Shohei. Ohtani swings and misses on a pitch low and inside. Strike one. Dodgers looking for more insurance runs here against the Padres. We're in the top of the 7th. 4-2 Dodgers. And there's a swing and a miss on a pitch low and outside for Matsui as he quickly gets ahead of Shohei Ohtani. No balls, 2 strikes, as Ohtani will call a timeout. Matsui sets. 0-2 pitch as he kicks and fires. And again, goes outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ohtani as he laid off that one. Mookie Betts on deck for the Dodgers. One, 2 pitch. And Ohtani strikes out on a pitch low and away after Matsui got ahead 0-2. Started going way outside against Ohtani and finally got a swing and miss to strike him out. 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Mookie Betts checking in. Oh for 3, 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Guys, see the fan in the back after that strikeout from Ohtani? Guy has a brown shirt with yellow lettering that says "Beat LA." Interesting. No balls, 1 strike to count of Mookie Betts. That one is a line drive base hit to left field. Mookie Betts with a 2-out single for the Dodgers. Inning continues. Yeah, J-Mac, I think all those 4 games, I think you're right. All giveaway games. Trophy giveaways, the Blake Snell bobblehead. I forget what else, but yes, I think you're right, J-Mac. Not sure Mike Schilt will be coming. No, I don't think so. It's lefty-lefty matchup. So Matsui will be left in there. Right-handed pitcher Jason Adam begins to warm up for the Padres. And homeboy in the back just hanging out at stomach first as he's stretching out. All right, so Ruben Niebla, the pitching coach, talking to Matsui. Gold jersey on Wednesday, says Dolores. Yeah, we'll make it out. We're making it out on Tuesday for Trophy Day. And that's it. All right, Freddie Freeman, 1 for 3 with a single and a run. Mookie Betts the runner at first with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. 4-2 ball game. Dodgers on top. Looks like Matsui now is ready. After that long intermission. Lefty-lefty matchup. Matsui's first pitch to Freddie. Pitch in the dirt, stopped by Maldonado. Ball 1. I don't think they have said how big that replica trophy is. I would say maybe like one that would fit like in one of those bobblehead boxes. Maybe that size. I don't know. I'm not sure. But no, I don't think they've said how big it is. All right, sword swing by Freddie Freeman, who fouls it off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, we'll be there, J-Mac, on Tuesday. One of our, 10 games that we're going to? So that may be our halfway point there. Swing and a miss on a pitch low and inside from Matsui. Gets ahead of Freddie Freeman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They said it was a keychain size replica. Oh, Gizmo, stop. I don't think it's keychain size, brother. 1-2 pitch to Freddie. Swing and a miss. Matsui strikes out Freddie Freeman. Dodgers trying to runner at first, inning over. We go to the bottom of the 7th, stretch time at Petco Park. Oh my God, I keep switching it, man. Yeah, main camera is down, and I'm blaming the heat here at the garage, studio garage. I don't even think it's that hot, but whatever. That's the reason why my camera's kind of shutting down here. Let's try to turn it back on. It'll turn on. I hope it turns on. Yeah, it turns on. We'll try it out again, see if it works. All right, stay. Like I said, it's not that hot. It's overcast out here in Southern California, so shouldn't be that hot. Doesn't feel that hot. All right, so main camera's back up for, we'll see how long. Go back into studio mode. And that is not a cricket. That's actually a little bird. We have little bird's nests outside, and I think the bird just had little baby birds. So that's what that is. Little baby bird chirping. It's not crickets. Just want to throw it out there. J-Max says, it's 91? All right, well, now we got to do temperature check. 91 out there in your area, J-Max. Dang, it's hot. So it's 83 out here in the LP. 83. So it's not that hot. Not at all. And there's the Blake Snell bobblehead that they'll be giving out Monday, June 16th against the Padres. First 40,000 fans in attendance get themselves a Blake Snell bobblehead. Blake Snell has only made two starts for the Dodgers. And he gets himself a bobblehead. Okay. But yeah, Blake Snell is on his way back, hopefully sooner than later, on the bump for the Dodgers. Dodgers do need Blake Snell back. That's for sure. 4-2, bottom of the 7th. Happy Wife checking in at 82. Yeah, not bad. El Otro Saint 70 over here by LAX. Nice, even better. As we see Michael Kopech take over on the bump for the Dodgers. Michael Kopech has pitched only 1 inning, 9 pitches for the Dodgers since coming back from the injury. Facing Jake Cronenworth as he fouls that one back. And Kopech gets ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Gizmo 79 down here. I'm telling you, very pleasant weather out here in Southern California. Especially when you get a little overcast going. Not bad. All right, 0-2 pitched. Coming up to Jake Cronenworth from Michael Kopech, new pitcher for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 7th. That one was at a 100. Ground ball to Max Muncy. Low throw in time to get Cronenworth at first. 1 down. Max Muncy makes the play. Low throw, and Freddie Freeman goes down there to haul it in. So Jake Cronenworth retired. And looks like San Diego is going with a pinch hitter here. Tyler Wade pinch hitting for shortstop Jose Iglesias. First pitch up and in. Ball 1. Tyler Wade batting .233 with 9 RBIs for the Padres. There's a swing and a miss at 99 from Kopech. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wade. Last season in 67 games for Kopech, 6-8 record, 3.46 ERA with both the White Sox and the Dodgers. Pitch misses low at 99 to Wade. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ninth hitter for the San Diego Padres, Martin Maldonado, the catcher. He's on deck. 2-1 pitch. Up and in. Kopech falls behind. 3 balls, 1 strike. Kopech from the stretch. His 3-1 pitch to Tyler Wade. Outside, ball 4. 1 out walk for the Padres. Now the Padres with the tying run coming up to face Michael Kopech. And again, Mike Schilt and the Padres going with a pinch hitter here. Elias Diaz to pinch hit for Martin Maldonado. Elias Diaz batting .217, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs in 51 games for the Padres. Runner at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Tying run to the plate for San Diego. First pitch. It's a breaking pitch, low in the dirt. Ball 1. Fernando Tatis Jr. on deck for San Diego. One-0 pitch. Pitch is up and in. Look out. Diaz out of the way. But Michael Kopech falls behind. 2 balls, no strikes. Puro chin music. Diaz, watch out. Two-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Diaz. Kopech rocked back and fired on that one. Got that swing and miss. Here's his 2-1 pitch. Up and in again. Diaz out of the way. As Kopech falls behind. 3 balls, 1 strike. Puro man bun. Wait, that's not a man bun, is it? Ain't the man bun? I think that's a ponytail. Am I tripping? Kopech's rocking the ponytail, right? 3-1 pitch, up and in. Oh, Diaz, it's going to start taking exception. He's like, bro, you threw 3 times as he tosses the bat. He does get the walk as the Padres will have runners at second and first. Kopech dealing with a little bit of control issues here in the bottom of the 7th. Back-to-back walks for the Padres. But yeah, it looks like Elias Diaz got tired of getting out of the way after that 3rd pitch up and in. We'll see how he does. Michael Kopech against Fernando Tatis Jr., who now steps in. This one could get interesting. Anthony Banda begins to warm up in that Dodger bullpen. So 2 on, 1 out for the Padres here in the bottom of the 7th. Tying run at first base for the San Diego Padres. Fernando Tatis Jr., the hitter. Tatis Jr. today 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Kopech's first pitch to Tatis Jr. Pitches upstairs. Ball 1. So Michael Kopech definitely dealing with some control issues. Trying to find it and find it quick. 1-0 pitch. There's a breaking pitch that catches the inside corner for strike 1. Count goes even to Tatis Jr. Froze up Tatis Jr. on that breaking pitch. Kopech with the 1-1. Pitch is low and away. 2-1. Padres with runners in scoring position over at second, and they also have the go-ahead run or the tying run at first base. 2-1 pitch. Outside corner called the strike. Count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 97-mile-per-hour heater from Kopech. So he's throwing gas. Just needs to find that strike zone a little bit better. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is way upstairs at 91. Gets away from Kopech. And the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. First baseman for the Padres, Luis Urias on deck. The payoff pitch from Michael Kopech. Inside, ball 4. Michael Kopech has walked the bases loaded with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Dave Roberts looking frustrated. 3 consecutive walks by Michael Kopech after getting 1 out. And Dave Roberts, I got to think, will be going out with the hook as Michael Kopech cannot find it. Pitching change at Petco Park. Ay, caray. Oh, my goodness. Just like that. And on walks. Look, so obviously Kopech has the gas and all that good stuff. But, man, his rehab outings were not going good in AAA. I'm not trying to shit on Kopech, but the fact is, man, he was not being very impressive on his rehab outings. But the Dodgers in desperate need of pitching. And the time was up to get him off the IL, and the Dodgers obviously had to call him up. But like I said, for sure the speed is there, but the control is not for Michael Kopech. And it was not there in the 7th as he walked the bases loaded. And now, man, the Padres are most definitely in business there in the bottom of the 7th. Bases juiced, 1 out for Luis Urias. And Anthony Banda, left-handed pitcher for the Dodgers, will be coming out to relief for Michael Kopech. Yikes. Golfer, bring on Red Bull. They're going with Anthony Banda, golfer. Puro wild thing, Rich one. Yeah, Jim, I'm going to have to see you, who Amanda Nunes? Amanda Lewis. I gotta see her. Name does not ring a bell. I'm sure if I see her, I'll be like, oh, her. R.I.P. Amanda Lewis. All right, here we go. Bases loaded. 1 out for the Padres. Anthony Banda takes over on the bump for the Dodgers now. And look out. Nowhere to put him for the Dodgers, as the Padres have loaded them up for Luis Urias. And yeah, Anthony Banda has been shaky, pitching with the bases loaded. Can he try to flip the switch here? First pitch to Urias, taking all the way, pitches low. Blocked by Will Smith. Ball 1. Tyler Wade, the runner at 3rd. Elias Diaz, the runner at 2nd. Fernando Tatis Jr., the runner at 1st for the Padres. Banda will love a ground ball to the infield here. 1-0 pitch to Urias. Popped up! Infield. Freddie Freeman looks like he's under it. Freddie Freeman will make the grab. 2 outs. Huge out there by Anthony Banda to get Luis Urias to fly out or pop out to first. 2 down, and here comes Manny Machado. Manny Machado torching lefties this season, batting .310 against left-handed pitching. Banda versus Anthony Machado with the bases loaded. Pitches upstairs, ball 1. The Padres have the tying run at second base as Michael Kopech walks the bases loaded here in the 7th. But the Dodgers do have 2 outs. 1-0 pitch. Pitch is outside. Anthony Banda falls behind. 2 balls, no strikes to Manny Machado. Two-0 pitch. Outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Jackson Merrill on deck for the San Diego Padres. Nowhere to put him for Anthony Banda as he's falling behind in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0 pitch. Grounded. Backhanded stop by Mookie Betts. Throw to first. In time on that stretch by Freddie Freeman. Inning over for the Padres. They leave them loaded. Oh, what a play by Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman to get the Dodgers out of that bases-loaded jam. Top of the 8th we go. 4-2 Dodgers. Wow. Wow. What a play. What a play. Hold up. Wow. Again. And don't forget, that was a 3-0 pitch that Manny Machado swung on. I mean, I'm not too surprised that he swung and had the green light. Of course, with Manny Machado, I'm sure the Padres are always going to give Manny Machado the green light 3-0. But, man, you would think there with the bases loaded that Machado might want to take a better pitch or might swing at a better pitch. That pitch looked in. And Machado, instead of lifting it and trying to get a line drive, he grounded out to shortstop Mookie Betts, who made a great backhanded play, man. Mookie Betts has been playing some pretty good shortstop for the Dodgers this season. And again, we got to shout out Freddie Freeman on the other side of it as well, man. Making those picks and those stretches. And the Dodgers get themselves out of a bases-loaded jam. Wow. Swang 3-0 with the bases loaded, and he grounds out. That was huge. So we go to the top of the 8th, 4-2 Dodgers. New pitcher for the San Diego Padres, Jason Adam. Takes over on the bump. 34th game for San Diego, 5-2 record, 1.64 ERA. Puro banda macho, says Ritz. Pitches upstairs to Will Smith, who leads off the top of the 8th for the Dodgers. High strike from Jason Adam. Will Smith did not agree with that call. It'll be Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy here in the top of the 8th. Will Smith pops up. Foul ball territory. Catcher Elias Diaz will run out of real estate. And, oh, did someone take a dip? It's like Ruben Niebla, the pitching coach for the Padres, out of the way on that one. Let's look at Niebla. Did he fall or? He jumped out of the way. Look out, Niebla. All right, no balls, 2 strikes to count of Will Smith. Breaking pitch, low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just Freddie. Freddie is the man. Yeah, he made a good scoop there. But Mookie Betts did set him up good there. That was purposely thrown on a 1 bounce by Mookie Betts. Like, you could kind of tell there. Just a good play all around there for the Dodger defense. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. All right, 2-2 pitch to Will Smith. Pitch is upstairs. Jason Adam falls behind. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Will Smith, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. Teoscar Hernandez on deck for the Dodgers. Dodgers trying to add on to that 2-run lead. Will Smith with a base hit to right field. And that'll get the Dodgers started here in the top of the 8th. Leadoff single by Will Smith. Will Smith on that spinner takes that breaking pitch to right field for that leadoff single for the Dodgers. Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 3 with a 3-run home run. Just a huge shot to center field by Teoscar. Takes a pitch low outside. Strike one from Adam. 6th inning, Teoscar Hernandez connected against Jeremiah Estrada. Out to straight center. Kike Hernandez literally threw seeds at Teoscar. Pitches upstairs from Adam. Count goes even to Teoscar Hernandez. 1 ball, 1 strike. Max Muncy on deck for the Dodgers. 1-1 pitch from Jason Adam. Tio swings and misses on a pitch inside. Jason Adam gets ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Saw Kike literally throw seeds at Hernandez. Miggy Rowe also getting in on the action. Puro seeds for Tio after that 3-run home run. And Teoscar definitely needed that. He was struggling before that home run. All right, Jason Adams, 1-2 pitch with the runner at first. Pitch to Tio. Teoscar connects. But this one will stay in play. Center field, Jackson Merrill makes the catch. That'll be the first out for the Dodgers here in the top of the 8th. So Teoscar was trying to get back over there in center, but this time came up short. 1 down, Max Muncy coming up next. J-Mac, I'll see you guys on Tuesday, brother. Should be fun. Trophy day at Dodger Stadium against the Padres. That should be a fun one. Here's Max. Breaking pitch gets away from Adam. Pitch up and away. 1 ball to Max Muncy. Muncy today 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. Pitch is low and away. Adam falls behind. 2 balls, no strikes to Max Muncy. Two-0 pitch. One's grounded foul. 2 balls, 1 strike to Max. Andy Pages on deck for the Dodgers. 4-2 LA. It looks like Alex Vesia beginning to move around out there in the Dodger bullpen. There is somebody throwing, but they didn't show who it was. Swing and a miss. As Max Muncy gets an even count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes against Jason Adam. Two-two pitch. That's a line drive base hit by Max Muncy to right field. Will Smith will pump the brakes at second. Dodgers with 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the 8th. So Max Muncy connects. 1 out single for the Dodgers. Andy Pages up next. Andy Pages 1 for 3 with a single. Has runners at second and first with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Facing Jason Adam. First pitch from Adam. The Pages is a breaking pitch that misses outside. Ball 1. One 0 pitch. Sword swing by Andy Pages. Comes up empty. Strike 1. So we'll look at that outfield assist, the gun by Pages. And again, Great catch, and Will Smith with the great tag as well to contribute on that play from Pages. Pages gets the outfield assist there. Saved the run for the Dodgers as he swings and fouls that next pitch back from Jason Adam. Down the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Michael Conforto on deck. Four, 2 Dodgers, top of the 8th. Insurance runs would be nice for the Dodgers. Let's have 2 on, 1 out. 1-2 pitch from Adam. Strike 3 called on a breaking pitch inside corner. Andy Pages gets caught looking peeping status. Peeping Tom status, that is. That'll be the second out here in the top of the 8th for the Dodgers. Michael Conforto steps in. And yes, in that 5th inning, Michael Conforto with a solo home run at the time tied the ball game up at 1. So Michael Conforto already with a solo home run for the Dodgers in today's game. Check swing. That'll be a ball, no swing. Ball 1 to Michael Conforto. Peeping Tomas, says Golfer. One-0 pitch from Adam. Conforto pops up to right. Tati Jr. coming in and makes the catch. Dodgers strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 4-2 Dodgers. Tanner Scott coming to the bump. Interesting. So we're going to the 8th. Tanner Scott in a 4-2 ball game. Dodgers do not hold on to Tanner Scott. But then again, remember, Tanner Scott was kind of scuffling before as well. So maybe Dave Roberts trying to use Tanner Scott in a low leverage situation. Nevertheless, it's still a 2-run ball game regardless. But if it's not Tanner Scott, I gotta think if the score stays the same at 4-2 in the 9th, possibly we might see Alex Vesia. Maybe that's the way. That's the route that Dave Roberts wants to go. But again, Tanner Scott looks like he'll be pitching the bottom of the 8th for the Dodgers. Golfer for right now looks like Vesia. I wouldn't say like, I mean, did Tanner? I'm trying to think. Tanner Scott got the save on that win on Monday. So maybe just for today. And again, I honestly do think Dave Roberts is just trying to like put in Tanner Scott in different situations where it's not too high leverage. So it looks like maybe today Vesia would probably be the starter. The starter. The closer, excuse me. The closer. So we'll see if that holds true. But we are going to the bottom of the 8th coming up for the San Diego Padres. They'll be sending up Jackson Merrill, Gavin Sheets, and Xander Bogaerts, 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Padres. Golfer, I'd worry about eroding Scott's confidence by taking the 9th away from him. I don't think they did, Golf. I don't think they have like fully taken it away from him, Golfer. Keep in mind, he shut it down for the Dodgers in that extra inning game. All right, 33rd game, 1-2 record, 12 out of 17 in save opportunities for Tanner Scott. Now facing Jackson Merrill to begin the bottom of the 8th. So yeah, Golfer, I just don't think Dave Roberts is eroding just yet, because he did close it out on that Monday game for the Dodgers. But look, regardless of where Dave Roberts puts Tanner Scott still has to deliver, whether it's the 8th or the 9th. He's getting paid to throw up zeros for the Dodgers as he gets a swing and miss from Jackson Merrill. Gets ahead of the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Access is calling Vesia his new Jensen. 1-2 pitch. Pitch just missed outside. At 98 from Tanner Scott. Count goes even to Jackson Merrill. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 4-2 Dodgers, bottom of the 8th. Padres chasing 2. 2-2 pitch. Comes fouled back off the glove of Will Smith. At bat continues for Merrill. Just a B nonstop who hangs out at Yamava. That's a good drive for us, though, Bina. I'm sure that's a good drive for you as well. It's like an hour and a half drive from the LP. Payoff pitch. Tanner Scott strikes out Jackson Merrill, who's heated. 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Tanner Scott went outside with that hard stuff. Punches out Merrill. 1 down. Gavin Sheets, the hitter. Lefty-lefty matchup for Tanner Scott. Sheets 1 for 2 with a single, showing bunt. Drops it. Foul. So Max Muncy playing Gavin Sheets to pull. Gavin Sheets trying to take advantage of that. Of that defensive positioning by the Dodgers, but he drops a bunt. Foul. Strike 1. Xander Bogaerts on deck for the Padres. Pitches outside the Sheets. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Tanner Scott, the 7th pitcher in today's ballgame for the Dodgers. That pitch is upstairs. Swing and a miss at 97 from Gavin Sheets. Put a rock back and fire from Tanner Scott. Climb the ladder. 1-2 pitch. Sheets fouls that one off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. And with all those pitchers, Dodgers have only gotten 4 strikeouts in today's ballgame. So Dodgers 3 strikeouts away from that jumbo jack for tomorrow. As that one is popped up to Max Muncy. In foul ball territory, will make the catch. 2 down for the Dodgers. Xander Bogaerts up next for the Padres. Xander Bogaerts 1 for 3. Takes strike 1 from Scott. Scott from the stretch. 0-1 pitch to Xander Bogaerts. Swing and a miss at 97. Scott has him in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. I see you be nonstop. 0-2 pitch. Grounded to the second baseman. Sam Kim, throw to first. In time to get Bogaerts. Tanner Scott with a clean inning for the Dodgers. Gets them in order. To the 9th we go. 4-2 Dodgers. Great to see Tanner Scott get those clean innings for the Dodgers. Got the Padres in order there in the bottom of the 8th. Coming up for the Dodgers in the top of the 9th, it'll be the 9-1-2 hitters due up. Sam Kim, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts due up. 4-2 Dodgers. All right, let's look at those scores one more time here. All right, do we have more finals? Okay, so 5-2 D-backs over the Mariners. Blue Jays beat the Cardinals 5-2. Braves beat the Brewers 6-2. Guardians beat the Reds 11-2. Phillies over the Cubs 7-2. Pirates over the Marlins 5-2. Then a little later tonight, it'll be the Rockies hosting the Giants. Astros versus White Sox. Royals versus Yankees. Twins and Rangers get it on. Red Sox hosting the Rays. Mets and Nationals. That game's about to start in a few. They are going to the bottom of the first in Baltimore. Orioles and Tigers, no score. They are going to the bottom of the eighth down in Anaheim. Angels holding on to a 6-5 lead over the Sacramento Athletics. And we're going to the top of the ninth at Petco Park. Dodgers with a 4-2 lead over the San Diego Padres. So we are all caught up on those Dodger scores, on those Major League Baseball scores. Yeah, we were in San Diego yesterday, and we actually did go to, I forgot what beach we went to, but the beach that we went to, man, there was a bunch of surfers in the water. I might have counted like close to 100 surfers. They were all riding waves, and we were just checking them out, seeing them riding the waves. All right, Wandy Peralta in his 30th game. 3-1 record, 3.99 for the Padres, taking over here in the top of the ninth. Kike Hernandez, the hitter. Right-handed hitter against the lefty, Peralta. And Alex Vesia, left-handed pitcher, warming up in that Dodger bullpen, figures to come in that bottom of the ninth for the Dodgers. So Kike Hernandez pinch hitting for Hae-Sam Kim here in the top of the ninth, batting .220, 7 home runs, 18 RBIs. He's also a pitcher. Ay caray. Pops up, right center. Jackson Merrill calls for it, and Merrill will make the catch for the first out to retire Kike Hernandez. Shohei Ohtani coming up next for the Dodgers. J-Mac, it was some beach out in, not La Jolla, but San Diego. I don't remember the name. But just there was like everybody was a surfer. Oh, there is a rip to the window, to the wall. Shohei Ohtani to second. Shohei Ohtani to third. Throw, not in time. 1 out triple for Shohei Ohtani, and he comes up limp. Uh-oh. Manny Machado, what the hell did you do? All right, Ohtani came up kind of limping there as he kind of clashed a little bit with Manny, but looks like he's okay. But Ohtani hit the gap out in right center for that 1 out triple for the Dodgers. So an insurance run 90 feet away for the Dodgers. So Shohei Ohtani very casually running, but right as he was going to second, he turned the jets on, and he did bump a little bit over at third. This ball came in late. Oh, and it looked like the ball hit him. That's what it was. The ball hit the calf, the left calf of Shohei Ohtani. That's why he came up limp a little bit. So Shohei Ohtani, after that triple, the runner at third. Here's Mookie Betts, 1-0 pitch. Pitch is low and inside. Peralta falls behind. 2 balls, no strikes to Mookie. Yeah, happy wife. I thought it was Manny that messed him up, but no, it was the ball that came in and ended up hitting Shohei Ohtani. But we could blame Manny though. Ay caray. J-Mac, I'll be honest, brother. I never even got the name of the beach. Yeah, Perps took me out to the beach. I have no idea what was the name of the beach. No idea. Mission Beach, Pacific Beach. Doesn't ring a bell. All right, 3-1 pitch. Grounded as the infield is playing in. Shortstop makes the play over to first. And that'll be the second out. As Mookie Betts retired. That'll bring up Freddie Freeman for the Dodgers. So big run still at third. And Shohei Ohtani for the Dodgers. Dodgers up by 2, trying to get another run here. In the top of the ninth, Freddie Freeman 1 for 4 with a single and a run today. Lefty-lefty matchup for Wandy Peralta. Just a Metal Mondo who's still hanging out with us, lurking it up. Appreciate that, Metal Mondo. Pitch up and in, ball one. Peralta's 1-0 pitch. Freddie fouls it off. Strike one. Yeah, Freddie just looks frustrated right now during his at-bats. Tourmaline Beach. There you go, Espiritu. That sounds very familiar. Tourmaline or Tourmaline. I don't know how you pronounce it. But yeah, I think that was the beach that we went to. There was a lot of surfers. Yes. 2-1 pitch. That pitch is outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Peralta falling behind on Freddie. Will Smith on deck for the Dodgers. Wandy Peralta's 3-1 pitch to Freddie Freeman. And that one is low. So a 2-out walk by Freddie Freeman has runners on the corners for the Dodgers. Will Smith will be coming up next. Yeah, Tourmaline, Freddie. Espiritu's correct. Tourmaline Beach. That's what it was. There was like over 100. I'm going to say close to 100 surfers at the beach. As soon as we got there, like we're like, oh snap! Like everybody in the parking lot was all like in surf gear, bodysuits, surfboards out, and they were like literally changed, like like they were changing by their by their cards. Obviously we're not trying to look or nothing like that, but you could tell they were changing. Like they had their pants down and they had their long shirts. But I'm like, dude, are you taking your underwears off too, bro? They just kept looking straight forward as they're changing. But everybody was cool. Obviously, I think it's probably a well-known surfer beach, so everybody obviously is cool there. All right, runners on the corners for the Dodgers here in the top of the 9th with 2 outs. Will Smith, the hitter. First pitch from Peralta to Smith, strike one. Be non-stop. They get naked out there in Ventura too, brother. Les vale madre. I think they're just comfortable, which I understand. If everybody's cool, everybody does the same thing there. Like, I get it. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Will Smith. Shohei Ohtani, the runner at third for the Dodgers. Freddie Freeman at first. 4-2 Dodgers here in the top of the 9th. Dodgers looking for more. Pitches inside as Will Smith gets out of the way. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ritz 1. Puro peeping Tom. I was not looking, bro. Wow. 2-1 pitch. That's grounded to the right side and through. 5-2 Dodgers as Will Smith comes through with that RBI single here in the top of the 9th. Puro insurance run. So Dodgers get that all-important insurance run off the bat of Will Smith. Goes the opposite side on that ground ball that finds daylight over to right field. Shohei Ohtani scores the run. That's a huge run right there as Mike Shildt comes out with the hook. Pitching change at Petco Park. 5-2 Dodgers. 2 on, 2 outs. Hold up. My holdup is stuck. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that was huge right there, man. So it now becomes a 3-run lead. Dodgers still threatening. They have runners at second and first with 2 down. Teoscar Hernandez, the hitter. Happy White, puro cushion. Puro cushion. caray, Binanza. I seen the girls nalga surfers drive down Puro Malibu también. Elkas and MBN Las Vale the towel slip. What? Oh, ellas les vale madre también. Okay. I caray, be nonstop. But you know what? I think it's just, everybody just comfortable. It's probably known as a surfer beach. Everybody kind of knows the drill there. And but yeah, it seems like everybody who was at that beach, like they were somehow affiliated with surfers. I mean, I'm sure we stuck out like a sore thumb there. Golfer puro cushion without upholstery. None needed, brother. All right, David Morgan, right-handed pitcher now, takes over on the bump here in the top of the ninth. Next sixth ball game, 0-1 record. 3.38 on that ERA. Takes over here with runners at second and first and 2 outs for the Dodgers. Will be facing Teoscar Hernandez. Freddie Freeman, the runner at second. Will Smith, the runner at first for the Dodgers. First pitch to Teoscar. Breaking pitch, low and outside, ball 1. Teoscar Hernandez today at Petco, 1 for 4 with a 3-run home run for the Dodgers. 5-2 LA, looking for more. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike for Morgan. Count goes even to Teoscar, who did not like that call. Thought the pitch was low. Justin Robleski, left-handed pitcher, begins to warm up, along with Alex Vesia. I got to think if the Dodgers score another run here, as that one is popped up. Doesn't look like they will. Uh-oh. Whoa, who's catching this one? Oh, the right fielder, Tati Jr. coming in. Last second to make the catch. Inning over for the Dodgers. The Dodgers do get a run. They will take a 5-2 lead in the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for the Padres. Wow. That had oh shit written all over it, and Tatis Jr. came out of nowhere. To bail out Jackson Merrill and Jay Cronenworth on that pop out. On that pop out from Teoscar Hernandez. Yikes. All right. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for the San Diego Padres. As we will see, who will we see? It's going to be Jay Cronenworth, Tyler Wade, and Elias Diaz. If I'm correct, that's the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the Padres. And it will be Alex Vesia coming out of that Dodger bullpen to try to close it out for the Dodgers. There will also be some defensive substitutions for the Dodgers. So let's see. Miguel Rojas replaces left fielder Michael Conforto, batting 8th, playing second base. Defensive switch from second base to left field goes Kike Hernandez. So Kike goes to left field. Miguel Rojas goes to second. And Alex Vesia will be the pitcher for the Dodgers, trying to close it out in the bottom of the ninth. Espiritu puro, cheeks. It's a surfer thing, says Be Nonstop. Yeah, surfers, I don't, they long hair don't care type of people, you know what I mean? I think that's how they are. So I feel like surfers, they're type of people that rock commando, they'll rock pants with no fucking underwear on. Those are I think surfers are those type of people. Alex Vesia takes over on the bump for the Dodgers in his 33rd game. 2-0 record, 2.89 ERA for the left-handed pitcher, Alex Vesia, pitching the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for the Padres. Lefty-lefty matchup going up against Jay Cronenworth, who looks at strike 1 from Vesia. 5-2 Dodgers. Bottom of the ninth. Miggy Rowe now at second. Kike Hernandez now at left field for the Dodgers. Vesia from the stretch. Kicks and delivers. Pitch is upstairs, fouled out by Jay Cronenworth, who's quickly in the hole against Vesia. No balls, 2 strikes. J-Max, surfers equal hippie. Yeah. I think that's fair, right? Espiritu, cheeks like these Sacramento A's. Ay, caray, Espiritu. Sacramento A's with double S. Pitches up and away, or up and in to Jay Cronenworth. I had to duck out of the way of that one. Cronenworth today, 1 for 3 with a single. Padres chasing 3 here in the bottom of the 9th. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Alex Vesia strikes out Jay Cronenworth on a breaking pitch outside. 1 down. Jay Cronenworth gets caught looking. Puro peeping Tom. One down. Tyler Wade, the hitter. Lefty-lefty matchup for Vesia. Strike 1. Tyler Wade walked. His first at bat, trying to log in an official bat here in today's game. Ay, caray, there goes the camera. Swing and a miss. Alex Vesia quickly gets ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Up and in. Look out, Wade, as he got out of the way of that heater. 93 mile per hour up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Look out. One-two pitch from Vesia. And Wade fouls it off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dodgers 5, Padres 2 here in the bottom of the 9th. Dodgers with the win will win the series against the Padres at Petco Park. And don't forget, these same 2 teams get at it at Dodger Stadium starting Monday as Alex Vesia strikes out Tyler Wade. 2 down. Oh, Vesia's feeling it. And the San Diego Padres are down to their final out. Elias Diaz. Last hope for the San Diego Padres. Pitch upstairs from Vesia. Ball 1. Elias Diaz today with a walk. Also trying to log in an official at bat today for the Padres. There's a strike from Vesia. 1 ball, 1 strike to Diaz. Fernando Tatis Jr. on deck for San Diego. Vesia's 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Diaz down in the count against Vesia. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Padres are down to their final strike here in the bottom of the 9th. One-two pitch. Pitch upstairs. Count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Vesia's 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Alex Vesia close it down for the Dodgers. Dodgers hold on to that 5-2 lead. They take this series at Petco Park. my goodness. Vesia coming in, dealing in the bottom of the ninth. And Dodgers seal the deal at Petco Park. They take the series 2-1. And not only that, that strikeout gets everybody a free jumbo jack tomorrow. Wow. Alex Vesia strikes out the side in the bottom of the ninth. 5-2 Dodgers as the Dodgers take the series at Petco Park. Oh, my goodness. So after all that chitty chatter from us Dodger fans after yesterday's ass whooping of the Padres, Dodgers flip the page and come back in this day game to take the series against the Padres. 2-1. Just like that. Bam. So all is now calm if you're a Dodger fan. And the Dodgers will have a day off tomorrow as they prepare to come back to Dodger Stadium, where they will begin a 3-game weekend series against the San Francisco Giants. And then again, they will welcome in the San Diego Padres for a 4-game series starting Monday at Dodger Stadium. Holy moly. But yeah, shout outs to everybody who checked in. Golfer, Metal Mondo, J-Mac, Beat Non-Stop, Happy Wife, Nat Loves Musica. E-Dog was at the game today. Who else was here, man? Just Freddy, Gizmo, Ritz 1, Nat Loves Musica, DJ XS, Just Freddy, Jenny checked in, Yvette checked in, Beat Non-Stop, of course, El Otro Saint, Espiritu. Oh, man. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Stick around for the raid. Dodgers win. Peace.